Wait a minute. I think we live. Hold up. Hold up. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I think we live, Diggle. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you to the stage real quick. Welcome.
So,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I had to use my doggone my other camera, but I'm gonna jump off and use my computer camera because my web camera is not working. I didn't
Yeah,
think you I didn't think you was gonna make it. I'm glad you're here. Hold on. Let's do the intro.
Fresh, guess I was freezed up, fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, the motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up, fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up.
I had to put my little intro in there real quick.
yeah.
I seen you bop. I seen you bop your head. You better go ahead.
Nah, I like it. I like that. Yeah.
I can't figure out how to Mike McKenzie, peace and blessings. I'm gonna try and figure out how to uh um I ain't figured out how to do this junk yet, Jay. I'm gonna figure it out yet though. Let me see.
Yeah, this is the one.
There I
Yeah.
go. Hey. See,
Hey,
there I
what's up?
go.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
up?
still on the road. I got caught some traffic. You know how that New York traffic is.
I just want to hit you with 5 questions.
All right.
Can we do the 5 question thing?
Definitely.
Okay, now, um, can can you introduce yourself? Because I know a lot about you, but the people out there don't know much about you. I want to introduce you not only to my channel, the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show,
Huh?
to Blast Radio,
Uh-huh.
247 and Blast Music 247.
Okay.
Um, so you can introduce yourself.
Well, I go by the name of OG Angel Star. I'm from Newburgh, New York. DLDS all day. I'm an MC, among other things. And, we get busy with this music. We putting together. We got some projects ready to come out. The realest, the realest music that's been out in the hip hop game for a minute. So the people gonna be happy about that. I'm happy about it.
That's all right. I'm happy for you. Believe that.
Facts.
Now, questions, because a lot of people don't know you're musically inclined, but they don't know that you have also a political side to you.
Oh,
And
definitely.
yeah, they don't know you ran for county legislator and almost won too. I voted for you too.
Yeah, I lost by 30 votes, man. I ran for county legislator, fourth district of Newburgh. I always been an activist, always wanted my hood to win. Always, it's like I always knew, the fix was in. So, I always had to expose those that was selling us out, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know. And that's how, they hide the information. They tell you one thing, do another thing. So, you know, in my younger years, it's like I always knew that it was something else going on other than what they was telling us. So that prompted me to do some research and confirm my suspicions. Once I did the research and got the information, my suspicions was confirmed, and then from there I just started exposing the powers that be and trying to just wake up the hood and trying to get people, galvanized around the real issue so we can make some real noise and make some real changes.
I'm a run back into that. I'm a come back to that. Believe me, I'm gonna come back to that. So, 5 questions. One, how do you believe your role as a rap artist intersects as an activist, and how do you use your platform?
Use my platform much of the truth, So I tell my story from a young kid growing up in the inner city, faced with all the strife and all the the bad elements that I was involved with coming up, doing crack, in the city of Newburgh, and a lot of people don't know the city of Newburgh was like it was almost like it was like the South Bronx in a way, a smaller version, because like half the city was condemned when I was growing up, crack valves everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on drugs. Everybody was on welfare, just blocks of cheese to eat. I remember looking in the refrigerator, all we had was a block of cheese and a gallon of water, you know.
That was some
So,
good
just
cheese, though. You
growing
better
up,
go ahead.
yeah, it was good, but the situation
I'm
was something
sorry.
else.
I'm
You know
sorry.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it had nothing that people forget. I gotta, the picture, grand scheme of things, it was a bad
You
situation.
you were in a
We
bad spot. You might have to repeat that because you was in a bad spot. You were borging.
okay. I was like, the grand scheme of things, the Chiefs was good, but in the grand scheme of things, the situation we was in was bad, and it was a setup for something bigger. The welfare system, and the cat is out the bag now, so everybody, what it is now. You know, what the welfare system was about. That the traps that was by intelligent design, like the crime bill, that Biden, the president of the United States, wrote the crime bill that Clinton put into effect that started the mass incarceration of blacks. That's why the prison systems is filled with 80% black right now because of that situation, because of that era. And that was the setup that I knew back then. Before it happened, I knew what was going on. And that was me. I was like the town cry. I was trying to, wake brothers up. We got to get this money and find a better way. But, unfortunately, I end up falling victim too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Specific moments when your music impacted your social and political world.
He said, certain what? Repeat that again for me.
Specific moment. Like name a specific moment when your music impacted your social and your political world. Meaning, when your music clashed with your political world.
Well, the music, it really didn't clash, but some of my music, it was written like for gremlin hours. So a lot of it was based on what I went through and my experiences growing up in the inner city. So it sometimes it clashed with my political, sometimes it clashed with my political situation because it wasn't always coinciding with what my political beliefs were. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to separate the hoodie from the suit and tie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I fell right into that role.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that might make you laugh.
Yeah, it's a fact.
How do you navigate the balance between delivering a powerful message and still staying in contact or in pull with the audience?
I just keeping it real, man. Being transparent, letting the people know what it is. Like, I don't never claim to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel by far, even though they call me Angel. That's one of my nicknames, but I'm not perfect. They seen my grind. They seen, me in my stages of development. So, they trust me. I developed in my community, I developed a certain trust with the population, the inner city population, to where they know I'm not gonna steer them wrong. They know I'm not gonna sell them out. They know I'm not the type of brother that's gonna, sip the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They- you
Yeah.
know, so they know they feel good with me representing them because they know they got a real one in the building.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's for me, that's absolutely one of the reasons why I have voted for you in the first place is because I know, personally that you're going to do your best regardless of whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of
Definitely.
people um they're going to do just about as much as you expect them to do. But and that's the reason why I've not voted for anyone else. But I did, before I left there, I did manage to vote for you. You were the last person that I voted for on my way out the
Oh,
door.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
know that you're gonna do your best every time.
yeah, and that's what I try to tell these other politicians. You can't take the favors. You can't take the position. You can't love the position more than you love the people. You understand? Because
No,
that's when they got you.
no. Let me explain to you. Because I'm aware of you. There, you can't take your popularity over the people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like
get what I'm saying?
the
Because a
people,
lot of times they do it for popularity purposes. On the strength of um what I've not been doing personally in my own life. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? So then all of a sudden, there's this position, and I have to live up to this position of my popularity. You get what I mean?
yeah. But it's popularity amongst the wrong people. It's not popularity amongst your constituents. It's a popularity amongst the people that's keeping the status quo. You understand? Because
Y-
they smile and giggle in your face, but they really not working for you. They get your vote, but then if you check their voting history, you check their gender, you'll see that they're working for the gentrifiers. They working with the people that gentrify your community. They're not working with you because right now our community been successfully gentrified. And it breaks my heart to see it riding up and down my block and
I tried.
seeing these Europeans, they just walk by brothers like we're invisible, not knowing that, we got blood, sweat, and tears in this thing. My man died right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I told the congregation like a week ago. I was like, man, y'all don't ride through Newburgh like we ride through Newburgh. Like, it's bodies on every corner. I lost friends on damn near every corner in the city. So you know, it's a different. I'm connected. It's sentimental to me. I'm emotionally connected to the city. So I'm gonna do the best. You know what I'm saying? Because my heart in it. I'm not just somebody that's coming from the outside in, running for office. Getting a resident in the city and then running for office. Nah, I'm emotionally involved with this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my people from up under the gun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get them out the trap because it's a trap that brothers and sisters been in since really since we was born. The trap, we was born in the trap because the trap started back in the civil rights days. You know what I'm saying? Back with Malcolm and Martin and them. So we was born in the trap. You know what I'm saying? It's a conspiracy to kill the young black boys,
I
to
I
make
did
them inferior.
I did I did I did try to stop that the process.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know.
know your work.
Yeah, I
That's
did try to stop the process, right? But what I have to say concerning that is that nobody believed just the town crier.
mm-hmm.
Like nobody had believed John the Baptist.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of times, when you running and screaming, "Oh no, this is what's going down. This is not." And see, I put a whole program in place so that it wouldn't have to go down like that, right?
Uh-huh.
And what I did was I worked with Eileen McCaffrey Kane, um, and a couple other people to restore that Water Street project,
Yeah.
and that way, all of the um, all of the things that they wanted to do on those upper city blocks would have taken place on those lower city blocks where it wouldn't have affected us in that way. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And that way, and what I also I had the mayor do, Mayor Valentine, was to initiate that buyback program. That was before that little program took place over there, Mr. Hodge spot, right?
Yeah.
But when when um when I sent the Heidi Ho out, when I sent the alley oop out to the community to grab that,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like grab that, y'all, grab that and grab that and grab that. It was only a couple of us standing there. Some folks grabbed some stuff. You
Yeah.
get what I
Yeah.
mean? And whatever wasn't grabbed went over there to the little community program to be heisted off. You know,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? And then
Definitely.
as I served as Arts and Cultural Commissioner, I had gave fair due warning to the local young man in charge. I had said to everybody, this young man ain't what he is.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
This young
Yep.
man not here for us. He's not here to serve us. I'm telling you, I done sat and served with him, so I know something different. You get
Definitely.
you get what I'm saying? So I was running, and that that Newburgh Illuminated turned into, it went from Hoodstock to Illuminated, right?
Yep.
But that was really for us. I had put that in place for us so that
Yeah, they for us now.
I know. Well, you know what I'm saying. So that's
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say. But I did put into place, and I'm not certain if anyone knows or not, but I did put into place legislation for foreclosed housing. So if you guys have a foreclosed house there within the city of Newburgh and you need to get your house back, there is a process in which you guys can get your houses back, because I put it in place before I left there,
Uh-huh.
and that you could pay the city of Newburgh back for that property. So
Yeah.
they would have to take up the taxes in order for you guys to be able to pay the lien on the taxes, and it would go directly back through the city of Newburgh and not through the bank. So I think one of the only stipulations is that you don't have a bankruptcy in the process of why you're doing it. The bankruptcy has to be before you start the process. So, I just want to drop that on you. I got one more out of our five, and then I'm gonna go back to that other thing.
Okay. I'm with
As
it.
both as both artists and activists, how do you envision the role of music uh coming up in the next couple years?
The role of music.
Yeah, the role of rap music.
Oh, the role of rap music. Rap took over. Rap that took over the world. Hip hop took over the world. It's the number one genre of music. You know, everybody is following suit. You know what I'm saying? Middle America, the upper class. It's even reaching the 1%. They gotta they gotta keep their kids away from the TV and the radio. If you see all the European shows now, they using our slang. They're like, yo, what's up? Hey, what's going on? They
I,
talking like us, they walking like us, they
I like
moving like us,
I like the TV
everything.
commercials. TV
Yeah,
commercials is rap now.
yeah, everything is hip hop, you know? And hip
Yeah,
hop is black culture. You know what I'm saying? So you know who's running the world right now. We've
yeah.
been running the world, but they try to keep you blind to that fact. Yep.
Um, Pan African or foundational Black American.
Well, I'm definitely Pan African. I'm a
Okay.
Garveyite. You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a Garveyite. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start our own thing, get our own businesses, get our own entrepreneur. We gotta set up the straw man. We gotta operate, do business as. We gotta stop raising generations of workers and start raising generations of bosses. You
My
know?
dad been told y'all that. My dad told y'all that. You ain't
Yeah,
work for
that's not
nobody.
listen.
Work for yourself.
Listen, I got my first job in my 40s. I always lived off my own devices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight like that. I've been a boss all my life. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't chasing no pension. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm trying to get a couple M's, hopefully, and. inshallah, a couple B's. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go to the top. I'm trying to you know, I'm trying to solve the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because financial freedom, it's all about passive income. So we got to set up these generators and start, you know what I'm saying, generating this revenue. Without that, you're not gonna be able to do that working because it's taking too much of your time up. You know, you gotta make the sacrifices to work for yourself. Start your own thing. Make the sacrifices. Take less now and you get more later. That's why the boss is the boss, because the boss take the biggest sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the
Yeah.
sacrifice, the bigger the gain.
Now, what advice would you have for up and coming rappers concerning if they want to use their platform as an activist profile, or vice versa, if they want to be an activist and use their rap career as the adverse?
I think every rapper should be an activist in his community, in his immediate community.
Why?
Especially if you got family, you got loved ones there, because your influence can save a life. Your influence can change a life. You know what I'm saying? So use that platform to help your people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Use that platform. Get with the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's gonna take. Everybody to get down with the movement to for us to really spark nationwide change. You know what I'm saying? It can't be just a handful of rappers. It gotta be the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? The whole industry. Because hip hop run the world. So you gotta realize if you're a rapper, your voice is huge. Your voice is extra large right now. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's listening. I'm talking about people that don't even understand you, they listening. Because the transmission of music breaks the sound barrier, break the language barrier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the people, they know what you're talking about just by the way you moving and the way you sounding, your tone. You know what I'm saying? So I say, yeah,
Yeah.
use your platform for activism. That's a fact. That's one and one right there. You know?
That's all right. So now we've gotten through the 5 questions. Now we can do a little personal. Now I could get a little underhanded.
Yeah.
Question: from Newburger to Newburger,
Uh
right?
huh.
You know how I feel about my babies, right?
Definitely.
Meg and Party.
Meg and Party.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me your
I don't
feeling
really
about that situation.
I don't really follow that, but I heard they're not together no more, something like that.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah.
she been kind of throwing shots at him. But he threw
So
some shot.
man,
Yeah, he threw
huh?
some shots that kind of wrapped her up though.
Yeah, but she was a thotty. She was a thotty from the beginning. He should have just got on his pimp shit and let that thing and got some money out of that situation and kept it pushing. I would have, in my opinion, not being in the man business or nothing, I would have never wiped that up. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
well, he evidently he didn't. Party going
Yeah,
on about his business, you
that's what I'm
know.
saying. Yeah, it's a good look. He better
Yeah.
off without her, you heard?
Yeah, that's what I said too. Especially
Word.
because y'all know how I feel about my babies. You know what I mean? And these being my babies since babies, you know how I feel, right? I went right
Yeah,
automatically the hell off the deep end. Like, hold up, wait a minute. y'all gonna watch your mouth about Partisan Fontaine. Like, wait a minute,
word.
you know.
Like, it don't matter who it is. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
watch your
Like
mouth.
party. See, one thing he should know, if he don't know, you got a whole army. You got an army that you're not utilizing. He not utilizing his army.
I
You know what I'm
said
saying he
that.
got he got generals and all that. Like I'm a
Yeah, I
fucking
said that.
general, B. Like,
Yeah,
and my pen is crazy. You know what I'm
I
saying?
said that. I said
Ain't,
that. I,
ain't
I
nobody
said
really
that.
fucking with my pen like that. And
I
niggas gonna see that once I get the platform and get that thing out there, they gonna know that.
yeah,
So he should
I
always
said
know.
that.
Yeah,
I mentioned you guys in another interview that I did. Well, not an interview, but another live or something that I did, and I had mentioned the fact that I can't believe that he will go out there without the dark side.
Yeah, like we got 1,000 MCs and they spitting fire. You
Yeah,
understand? Like
yeah,
you got a whole army. Like we supposed to storm the industry.
yeah.
You
I
don't, you
said
don't,
that.
bro. You gotta. I told him like you swimming with the sharks, b.
I know.
You by yourself.
I know. I said
I
that.
said
I said that.
he's
Believe me,
supposed
I
to
said that.
listen. He's supposed to when he know there's sharks out there. He's supposed to bring the whales through. You hear me? The
Yeah,
sharks move out the way when the whales come through.
I know. I said
Straight
that. I
up.
said my baby out there all by itself when he's supposed to really bring the arsenal. I said because he knows that if he bring the dark side in as his protection, that make everybody else stand back because
They ain't gonna have no choice,
cause
or
a
they gonna
black
have to go to
shadow.
war.
Yep, it's gonna cause a black shadow. That's right. Over
Word.
him, and they gonna back up off that old disrespectful stuff because what people are not realizing about Party is that Cardi is Party.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize it because they're looking at him as the man, but everything that he put into her was his.
Facts.
You
Facts.
get what I'm saying? And in order to make this big, this girl from the strip club, this big super star,
Uh
that
huh.
takes a lot of skill. You get what I'm saying? And they don't give him enough they don't give him enough credit for his skill factor.
Yo, he
So
from
I just
Newburgh,
wanted to
man.
ask that. Yeah, I know, I know.
He
Come
from
on, Jay.
Newburgh, so you know that we killing over. We kill. Yo, we pushing the button for Newburgh.
All the
And
time.
we don't care who it is. Like when he had the beef with Tory Lanez, I was ready to send 1,000 balls at that nigga head.
Yeah, I know.
All he had to do is say what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Just to find out that it was her the whole time. You get what I'm
Yeah, you know
saying?
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
I sent some bars. We got female MCs too. I sent some bars at her head. Like he
Uh-huh.
got a whole army he not using.
Send
You know what
Jade
I'm
over
saying?
there. Yup, send Jade on her.
Word.
Put Jade right on her.
Come on, we put Jay, Pound Cake. We put it, yo. We put the whole squad on her. You hear me?
Absolutely.
I'm talking about real rap.
Yeah, I know. They don't want to hear real rap right now. What they're doing is that they're beefing, but the rap beef ain't even right the way that they're beefing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
that's what
yeah.
makes it funny is because that the beef that they're having is not even a real beef. You get what I mean? Like if they do it
It's
right,
a
it'll
lot
be
of yeah. It's a lot of it it's a lot of it that's stage. It's stage. It's like WWE wrestling. It's like stage.
yeah,
It's fake drama. It's stage drama. They set
yeah,
this thing up, and people falling victim to it and getting caught out there, and they don't even know how to really respond to it because they're not dealing with they don't have the cognitive aptitude to even understand the level of wickedness. It's like they wicked geniuses. So they don't even understand like how these people is steering us in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? It's like lambs to the slaughter. And
yeah,
and you gotta be your third eye gotta really be open to see and understand what's really going on with the hip hop game. That's why the industry and the corporations took over the business so they could steer it in the direction they wanted to go in. That's why we don't got no more De La Souls. That's why we ain't got no more brand Nubians. That's why we ain't got no more, of the conscious rappers.
Public
Now,
Enemy.
yeah,
Yeah,
we ain't
they
got no
they
more
they
public
wipe
enemy.
Public Enemy out immediately.
Yeah, but we ain't got
Mhm.
no more conscious rappers. And you see where the music game has gone over the decades. And this is not just by coincidence. This is by intelligent design. They did this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew about the influence it had on the people, the hip hop game, the raps
Yeah,
with the drums and the music. Like this like we controlling the population.
yeah,
The MCs, the master of ceremony. We controlling the population. Like an MC could take the mic and they could drop a break beat and it's over. He gonna move the crowd.
Yeah, I always tell people there's no greater entity than the DJ when it comes to hip hop.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
I try to tell people all the time. They think that, so and so produced this, and I said, but name a producer that can create that same melody right there on the spot like a DJ
Yep.
can.
Yeah. The DJ
There's
and the
not too
MC.
many. Yeah, there's not too many people that can create that same sound on the spot like the DJ. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think that the producer is you, and I had this in the last conversation with Paris about the producer being a little bit lazy because he cannot do what the DJ does.
Now the producer and the DJ is two different entities. Even though they go, it's like one, two, three. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have the MC, the DJ, and the producer. And it's really can go. The producer can really be number one because he makes the music that the MC raps over, and then the DJ job is to break the music, to spin the music, to play the record in the club, to get the people on the record. See, the DJ has really the most important part of the hip hop, the game, especially when you're trying to get on, because DJs break records. And what I mean by breaking a record, they introduce your song to the general public when they play your song in the club. And they play it back to back to back. They play it 10 times a night. Next thing you know, it's a mantra. It's in your mind. And then you got radio, the VJs. They're the DJs on the radio. So they the ones that make or break you, the DJs. That's why I was just getting on the DJs in the hood. I was like, yo, why y'all not burning my records?
Yeah, because they're a little
Gotta
conformative right now.
they be hating. That's what I be
Yeah, they're
thinking.
a little no, they're a little conformative. Like whatever's in, that's what they doing. And
Nah,
and
like
and if you ever notice that's why I opened up the Ultimate DJ blend battle. And it was so that we can get other new music out of different
uh-huh.
artists because I like to give people a platform to be able to showcase their music anyway. You know what I
Facts.
mean? But from way back, I've been a DJ since like 12 or 13 years old.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
I never showcased that part of me going along. I always showcase different things, the activist or the event coordinator or the
Yeah.
poet. But
Yeah.
I've never showcased the DJ thing. And so right before I left, I don't know if you remember, I tried to do two DJ shows, and I
Uh-huh.
had DJ Smalls and Kool-Aid ready to do a seal indictment tape for us. And we blew
Yeah.
that. The city of Newburgh blew that. You get what
Oh,
I
that would have
mean?
been that'd have been legendary right
Yeah,
there.
I'm trying to tell you, the city of Newburgh blew that because I had them both ready at the
City of
same
Newburgh
time.
always
Yeah,
throwing something.
yeah, yeah, they blew that. But I was trying to get us the last seal indictment tape. You get
Yep.
what I'm saying? And it was to be a surprise to the city because seal indictment man was in the house and seal indictment DJ was in the house at the same time and
Legendary.
yeah, and for me to be able to put that together because I love them both. You get what I'm saying? Like I have so much
Yep.
love for both of them. And Smalls, I talked to him like every couple days when he was alive. That was my dude. You know what I mean? So to have those two back together after all those years is something like there's sort of chemistries that you have with people, and there's this synergy that
Yeah.
goes along with music that creates the ultimate, like you said, the ultimate sound wave. And that's why I created the Ultimate DJ blend battle.
Nah,
And
that's dope. That's dope.
that so that everybody can have their little opportunity to shine. And what it did was it took off so quickly that other people had opened up their own DJ shows, and
Yeah.
it gave us like a network of about 40,000 DJs.
Nice.
You get what I'm saying? So, through there and through Blast Radio, it has given me another outlet to be able to showcase people in their music and to keep on going with it. You know what I mean? And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on, because if there's anything you want to plug, you guys can plug it not only here, but also on blastmusic247.com. They have a registry on there, and they have like all these different artists. And I think that one of the other show people does a evening show where he showcases music and different stuff. You know what I mean? So you guys
That-
can also post up this way. That way it gets you a little further than what I could just on my own. You get what I mean? Like there are three other different sites that's taking
Oh,
your
that's definitely. You know, we
at
got we
right
got we
now.
got we got muscle music. I dropped a little mixtape. We got Rec dropping his mixtape, Power, the Power mixtape. We got the documentary, trying to wrap the documentary up. You know what I'm saying? The life and times, DODS Fallen Soldiers. We got the soundtrack to that. You know, it's a lot of projects
Where can
about
they
to hit.
find it? Where can they find your music?
Or they can find my music on YouTube, OG Star.
Okay. And when can they
YouTube.
expect the documentary?
Do you expect the documentary by summer, no later than the fall 2024.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. And that'll be available through what? YouTube, Spotify. Can they find your music on any other site? Spotify, Apple,
Yeah,
blah
they
blah
can
blah.
they can they can find the music on Audio Max, SoundCloud. They can find the music on you can go through Facebook, OG Star, and the Sound Guards on Instagram, the real OG Star. Everywhere. TikTok, OG Star, there's OG Star everywhere.
I seen that little thing y'all did in North Carolina. I thought y'all was grooving. Go
Yeah, yeah,
ahead.
yeah. That was the one of the VA. Yeah, we did a joint in VA.
I said, go ahead.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they showed the VA showed us love. Shout out to Dumfries VA. Club
yeah,
Tempo. Yeah.
yeah. That's all right. Y'all start making your way around. Making your way around. I
Yeah,
got
they
some.
want they want us to come to Raleigh Durham. Tell them, yo, send that paper, we there.
Yeah, make sure you know me with my ignorant self. Make sure your contract is straight and your rider is right.
Definitely.
Wait, you see that?
Definitely.
Look, Jay.
That's a fact. We independent, we bosses.
Yeah, y'all know, you know what that look mean coming from me, right?
Definitely.
I got some I got some nachos over here. I ain't got no ribs. They ain't
Uh,
my they was over here. I thought they was making ribs on my last broadcast. I had kept screaming, somebody walking back and forth. You think they cooking? I'm like, where the ribs? I got some. I got
uh,
some. I got some nachos, Jay. You want a nacho over here
mhm.
with some guacamole and stuff?
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, it's good too. I ain't gonna
yeah.
get caught. I ain't gonna get caught out there again. Not this time.
Get some
Okay, Megan.
nachos with guacamole.
My last question make you laugh. KRS-One and the Emmys.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about his statement concerning the Emmys?
I don't really do.
I mean the Grammy Awards. Pardon me.
The Grammys. I didn't hear his statement. I don't really like. I drop a jet on social media. I drop in jet. I don't really be surfing like that.
He was saying the reason why he wasn't showing up is because you can't have the 50th hip hop anniversary celebration without hip hop.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The corporations do what they want to do, man. Like even like what Jay said about the Grammys and all that. Like we love the platform, we love y'all and all that, but yo, get it right, yo. Trying to get it right. Stop jerking people, man. Straight up, man. Yo, leave your bias at home. Leave that poison at home where it belongs. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Straight up.
they don't never be off the hook. And this is one of the reasons why I stay a little bit connected to my neighborhood even though I live so far away, I stay intentionally hooked to my neighborhood because I know that the people haven't changed. The dynamic of the people haven't changed. You get what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
know that because I stomp so hard like I do,
Hmm.
the only way sometimes to keep people in line is that you have to stay connected to that dynamic. You get what I'm saying? So
Oh,
when it
definitely.
when it get out of hand, I could put foot to ass
Oh, well, definitely.
and say
That's
nah,
always
nah,
that's
because I'm
always the
I'm
option.
watching. Because I'm watching. Don't think I ain't watching y'all.
Definitely.
Just because I ain't there don't mean I ain't watching. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
learned how
war.
to put foot to
Even
ass, right?
yeah, yeah. Come on. You know, we come in peace, but war's always an option.
Absolutely. Well,
Like I told the guy the other day, I said, yo, I'm a man of peace, but I love war. I
yeah,
love it. You
I,
understand what I'm
I don't
telling
really be coming in. I don't really be coming in peace like that. Well, I be coming in compromise.
you? Yeah. Nah, I
You
come in
get what I'm
peace,
saying?
but I
I
love
I don't.
war.
I
I
I
love
know. See,
war.
you're a lot more peaceful than I am.
Yeah,
You got a whole different swag than I got, y'all. I don't come in peace at all. I come in compromise. Now we can compromise. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? But peace is never a option for me because I know how we got here.
yeah. Peace is the absence of all chaos. We
Yeah,
gotta
no,
strive for it. We gotta
no,
strive for peace.
yeah, no, I don't believe in that one.
Nah,
But
that's a
if
fact.
if you watch my last broadcast, you'll see I had told the last person that I was still working on that part of me. That part of me, I'm still working on. I need a little help with that because I don't come in peace.
Nah, the mission.
I'm like, dude. I don't know if you remember that movie way back when we said to come in peace and leave in pieces. Remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I listen. I ain't come in peace, not at all. I didn't. I came to get the job done.
Oh yeah, definitely. We getting the job done. But I understand because that's how I was in my younger years. You know what I'm saying? I came with the ruckus.
You call me a young buck?
But yeah, no, no, because it's a mentality. We took on the mentality of the devil. You know what I'm saying? He's the one, the Viking. We took on a Viking mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
so 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 we come with the axes and the sword swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We establish peace. We establish peace where everybody else is dead.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So, but
And that's where I'm at.
but yeah, yeah, I was there for a long time, and I'm still there. That Viking that demon's still in me. You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying?
trying.
But I fight to keep that demon at bay because I know that it's a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? What you put out is gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? It's the universal laws. You know what I'm saying?
See
So
what be
I
happening.
come I come in peace and it's up to you is how I leave. You know what I'm
Let,
saying?
let, let me show y'all something. Cause see, this is this is this is a special advice coming from Tosh B herself. Listen,
Uh-huh.
I come to get the job done.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't care about all that other stuff because we can table that discussion for like 6 7 months. That we can
Yeah,
table, and I'm not tabling no discussion I'm trying to have right now.
definitely.
You get what I'm saying? So that means if I got to get a little belligerent at this table real quick in order for you to understand what I'm saying, like no, I'm serious about what I'm saying to you. And I'm
Oh,
not
definitely.
tabling no discussion for the next 6 7 8 9 months for a year. And then we're gonna get back to it when you say so. No, we're gonna get back to it when the fuck I say so right now. And that's what I mean, like right now.
Oh, definitely. I'm the
You
same
get what
way.
I'm saying? So I don't have a lot of patience when it comes to the peaceful protest. I don't have a lot of patience for that because I'm gonna proverbially wrap my hand around you and we're gonna keep on going down the block. This is how it's gonna work out if this is how you want it to work out, or we can compromise. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because you
definitely.
you 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 already know you wrong. I shouldn't even had to come to you because you already know you wrong. But what we can do is we can stop for a minute and we can compromise if you want to compromise with what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying to you?
No, I
Cause
understand.
that's what it always come down to in the end anyway. It come
Yeah.
down to a compromise. So let's start off with the fucking compromise and stop with the bullshit.
Yeah, I definitely understand.
You get what I'm
Like Tu-
saying? So
like Tupac said, we don't rally, we riot.
for real, I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah.
I ain't
See,
got time
see,
for all that.
once they let you know that they playing with your intelligence, yeah, you gotta be assertive. You gotta lay the law down.
You
You know what
don't
I'm saying?
gotta let me know that you playing with my intelligence because you're showing me the reason why I'm here. That's you played with it already. That's enough. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
So,
I'm here.
so
I'm here. And now that I'm here, watch how I move though. Like for real.
yeah,
Like see,
listen.
for real.
Once it's war, shit, the gloves is off. Like
Yeah, watch
once it's on, it's on.
yeah, watch how I
Okay?
move. Like I'm not gonna play with
Yeah,
y'all like
yeah,
everybody else. But you wanna hear something funny though, Jay? I never forget the mayor had said something to me a long time ago.
uh-huh.
They invited me out to one of them little soirees and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And I ain't real good with all that stuff. I'll go for a little while, because they want to introduce,
yeah.
their next token homegirl, and I'm saying I'm not your homegirl.
Facts.
but
They try to get me too. They try to
but the
get
mayor
me.
has said, yeah, the mayor has said to me one time, and I'll never forget it. He said, Tosh B, you're not like you're not like the other one. I said, yes, the fuck I am. I fuck you up just like one of them. And
Yeah,
I said it so quick that he was so like he like touched his heart like, oh my God. And I'm like dying laughing at it because I'm saying to him, I'm sorry, Mr. Me. I know what you're trying to say. You know, like I don't be sewer surfing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get what
Facts.
I'm saying? Because that's what he was
Yeah,
really saying. You know what I'm saying? You're
that's it.
not like the rest of them. You ain't no slime ball. You don't be sewer surfing and stuff. You don't be, I
Yeah,
don't even ask him for nothing when I'm going to do something. Sign these paper, let me go.
yeah, yeah,
I get the money up myself. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. They try to get
I don't
me and
even
Hazel
need
too.
nothing from y'all. For real. I don't need nothing from y'all. Nothing.
Try to get me and Hazel too. Inviting us to all them events, seeing
Uh-huh.
us down at the yacht club. I was like, Hazel, man. I was like, man, listen. Me and Hazel smiling because they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We playing the game. We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But we on jukes mode. You know what I'm saying? Like soon as they show us the bag, straight up. Ski masks and all that. Like,
Yeah, boy. I
see?
just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. But what I did come to understand about his statement, and this is gonna sound real funny, is that after I took a minute to examine the statement and the way that he was saying it, because I've known, Mayor Valentine to cover my ass
Mm-hmm.
after after Mayor Marino left, because Mayor Marino is the one that started me off. But
Yeah.
Mayor Valentine has always covered my ass, and I knew that what he was saying and the way that he was saying it, he wasn't being facetious with me. You get what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
what I did pick up on dealing with him was what I did pick up on was the fact that he was right though.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah.
When
Definitely.
when I
Definitely.
took a good look at what he said and how he said it, like you not like them, and he was right though.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to get caught up in what y'all going through. Because I'm here to get the job done.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
don't have time for all that. Like you said, I'm not gonna be in the street stomping and doing all that because I'm gonna run right up on the DA.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
not
me
I'm
and
not gonna be in
Hazel.
the street.
Yeah. Like me and Hazel, we took it from the corner to City Hall, and they was acting like they didn't know how to
Excuse me.
remedy the ills that was in the city of Newburgh, as far as the unemployment, as far as uh you know the educational issues in the city of Newburgh. Like, a big problem in the city of Newburgh is a lot of the population, and I'm talking about like the young black men
Yeah.
and women, are uneducated. They're illiterate. You know what I'm saying? And this falls on the school district because from 1975 probably to date, the high school between ninth and 12th grade been losing 300 kids a year. 85% of those kids was black and brown. Now you go from 1975 to now, and you do the math on that, and then you find the common denominator, and it was like, damn, what was the common denominator that all these kids, they was uneducated, they was illiterates. And now you look how many of those kids are dead and locked up, that the school district that fell through the cracks of the school district. Probably most of them. You know what I'm saying?
Let
So
me.
that's that school to prison pipeline Michelle Alexander was talking about. So now you know it was by intelligent design. It was a systematic flaw that was put there on purpose to fill the prisons, because at the same time that, and you know, if it's happening in my hood, it's happening in every hood in America, because they use the same program in every hood, in every ghetto across America. So now the high school's losing 300 kids a year, and at the same time, we losing 300 kids a year from NFA. The board of education was defunding the CBOs, the community-based organization. So that left the kids with no alternate means of getting an education. And so it just left them with the streets. And at the same time all this shit was going on, these motherfuckers building prisons. That's right around time that Biden wrote the crime bill and Clinton put in effect. They knew what was going on. They knew we gonna fill these prisons with niggas. They knew that. Part of my language. We gonna fill these prisons with blacks. They knew that. And you know, I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But it you know, I was one of the fortunate ones that peeped the setup early and positioned myself and my team to take the hit, but not take the hit, the full force of the hit. That's why I'm still here today. Because you know, when the feds got us, they was offering us 40 years when they thought they had us. You know, I'm in front of the judge. That shit said versus the United States of America. And I'm like, wow, how I'm versus the United States of America, and these people taking countries. They done took the world. How I'm gonna beat them?
Yeah.
But the way we positioned ourselves, that we didn't take the full brunt of the hit. And that's why I'm here talking with you today, because I'd have still had about maybe 18, 19 years to go.
Yeah.
You know, if we was really dumbing out like that, we wasn't dealing with intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? They start that in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
That prison, that school to prison pipeline starts with young men and black women of color at the 4th grade. They start discouraging the children in the 4th grade from being able to go any further in life. They start the discouragement process, so it makes them want to drop out from the 4th grade on.
Listen, they know you going to prison or going to be a dropout when you're in 4th grade, your reading level. If your reading level ain't up to par by time, you know, on a 4th, 5th grade level, they know, okay, this guy gonna probably be a dropout, probably be in prison, or probably be out here strung out on something, because he can't read, he's behind. And the way the school district in the school system is in the curriculum, when you fall behind, they got it to where it's damn near impossible to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we already coming from a deficit from the house, because especially coming out of my era, like coming out of the crack era, like the homes was devastated. We wasn't learning shit. Like you know, when we got to kindergarten, we had to learn our ABCs and 1, 2, 3s when we got to kindergarten. The Europeans, they knew their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. They was reading in kindergarten. We ain't no shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So that was already 5 years or years ahead of us by the time we got to kindergarten and by the time we even entered the educational system, the school district.
Yeah, they've been planning that since 1865.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's intelligent design.
Yeah,
It was,
so
it,
it's not like before that we were able to actually catch up because we had our own segregated process going on
yeah,
to where
we had
we
an
can
old
yeah,
school.
we can teach and learn at a fast rate and at not at their
Yeah,
pace.
and
You get what I'm
the
saying?
family structure was still together. Back, even like you go back to like the 50s, like the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther King era. The black family was still together. You
Well,
had.
what was different, hold on, let me fix that, because what was different back then is that the family status was broken up because of slavery. So there were children all over the world, right? There were children all over the place and people that had been separated in family. But what happened back then was that black women and black men actually appreciated each other, whether they were from the same family or not. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
that's what I'm
men
saying.
would take on women from the plantation, even so. You get what I'm saying? Even though
Yeah.
they know they done been raped by master, they done been, because there was something that they had to strive together for.
Oh yeah, definitely on the plantation. That was a whole different curriculum.
Yeah, they
We was
it was together. It was a
but
strive for togetherness. We
in the
don't have
50s and
that strive
60s.
right now.
Oh no, no. But back in the 50s and 60s, the nuclear family was still somewhat together. And how they took that out of effect is like when they started the feminist group, when they started the feminist movement and the women's rights movement, that took away from the civil rights movement, and it took because the white women started that movement. And when they started that movement, what it did was it took the black woman away from the black man to join a white woman's movement. And that killed the movement altogether because once it's like chess, once you get your queen took, it's a virtually possible it's virtually impossible to win. So
Yeah,
so you gotta realize now she's operating on a whole nother curriculum other than what the culture is. So now we up against the indoctrination or the miseducation of the black woman. So now that's why they put her up front because now it's perpetuating. It's like almost hands free because she's the first teacher. She's perpetuating this devil system because she keep like niggas, like the black man don't care one two bits about the indoctrination because most of the boys we were in the streets. We didn't get the education. We didn't go through the churches. We didn't go through none of that. That's Dukes dragging the girls that way. They dragged the boys long as they could drag them, but then once the boys got old enough to shake, the boys broke free from that. So we didn't really get the indoctrination the way the girls got the indoctrination. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So now I can just see it like with my son, the indoctrination. Like it's on point to the point where the same lies that I was raised up under, she passing the same lies down to my son. I'm talking about even with the holidays, even with the fairy tales, even with I'm talking about just the same mentality is being passed down to my son. Even most of these lies was debunked. Like we know there's lies. We know that was a lie. Like
You mean tell
why
me
you
Santa Claus ain't real?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole
I'm sorry.
concept of
You better
like
not
why
say that shit no
we
more.
we know this shit is a lie. Like why is you still teaching this? You know what I'm saying?
Santa Claus
Why
is
is you
real,
still
damn
following
it.
why is you still following this curriculum when you know that curriculum 9 times out of 10 is not for us. It pretty
Bless
much
you.
goes against our nature. You know what I'm saying? It goes against our nature. These is not our customs. These is not our traditions. This is not our culture. We practicing European customs and traditions, and we holding them dear to heart like they are our own customs and traditions. And the worst part of that is that you inheriting and willingly taking the customs and traditions from your oppressor. I'm talking about from your religion to the way you think to everything. You take it from the people that mean you the worst. They don't have your best interests at heart.
Mike McKenzie
So
down here talking about Santa Claus ain't real.
yeah, so I'm like, wow, what's going on? Why is we still following that curriculum when we know as black people that's not really our culture? Let's look at black people, for the lack of a better term. Let's look at black people before the colonialism, before the white man came into Africa, before the white man came into the picture, and how we live. Because he's a baby compared in comparison to the black race. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
European race, they babies compared. Our shit go back millions and billions of years. There's no beginning. They can't figure out when we started. You understand what I'm saying? But we can. You know, the historicity of the white race. There's a birth date to when you people came into the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how's we gonna take this guy concepts, his ideologies, and then just it's like we just adopt this without even second guessing him. This is why they made us we so ignorant right now. It's amazing. It's like when Elijah Muhammad said we got to wake our people up from that triple stage of darkness. We back into that triple stage of darkness because the truth don't mean nothing today. A fact don't mean nothing today.
You
People
there?
go people think what's real is how they feel. So now they're letting their emotions supersede their intelligence. And that's like I don't know what to call it, but it's detrimental to the uplifting or the rebirth of the black nation. And if you look at the circumstances we're under today, the situation we're in today, we ain't got a shot. I don't see a way out.
I'm a
Short of
solution
a nuclear
person.
bomb,
Yeah, I'm I'm a
short of nuclear holocaust, I don't see a
I'm
way out.
I'm a solution person. So my mind is never looking at the problem all ways. I view the problem and I'm the person that's gonna put the square in the round hole,
Yeah.
regardless. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm that
Mhm.
person that's gonna put that square in that round hole because I'm gonna peep around the side and see how much space I got on that side and that side. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make it fit because so my mental things in solution all the time. When bringing me problems and like I had made a I think I made a live about it. I was really clowning though, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I kept hearing all the fellas saying, and Jay, I'm a woman raised by all men.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's a good.
so yeah, and because well, it's a bad thing and a good thing. It works, in a double negative and a double positive. The
Yeah.
reason being is because I can actually sit amongst you guys and know my position as a woman, but still have my position known as a woman.
Oh, definitely.
You get what I mean? And a lot of women feel like they have to force their way into the fellas, like sometimes the fellas just want to be the fellas and you got to let them. You get what I mean? And
Definitely.
because I was raised by men, I know the law of that sort of situation. But as far as me looking at a solution to different things, what I envision. Mike is asking the question, what is his vision for the future? So I'm answering it before I ask you it. And what I envision going forward is um kind of sort of a delineation process, to where we'll actually be able to grab hold of those reparations. Because I also won one of the reparation pages, because I firmly believe that with the money that's owed us, um not that we're proposing, but that is actually owed to us, we would
Right.
we would be able to get a little bit ahead. And those things, what I see as a solution, and like you said, it can't be one person, but it has to be a whole government of us. And what I see is that if we were to open up um, business and finance classes for the hood, they already have trade programs that they're
Yeah.
trying to knock off from us. They have the STEM program they're trying to take from us, because now the Chinese are complaining about it. But the STEM programs, I help go all across the nation. Actually, I'm still working with somebody to help get the STEM programs out all across the black neighborhoods, because these are the things that the children are missing. They're missing the medical, they're missing technical, they're missing certain things
Yeah.
that keep us able to earn at the level of everybody else. See, we're missing some things that's keeping us stagnant. And
Oh,
so
missing a whole lot.
yeah, and so that's my solution. I go around and I find those things that are missing, and I offer them to the children, um like the app development programs. And I don't know if you remember, I had offered the app development program down to the Board of Education, and dude that had us in, um he had us in the hole for like 4 million. I'm offering him an app development class, like, bro, listen, this right here get you out the hole, in order to do like this right here and right here. But because he was so arrogant, as a man, and not as a black man, but as a man of color, he was very arrogant when it came to me. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so he passed the program up, and then when it was time for and that's what I tell him all the time. And then when it's time for the program to come back to you, it's not available, because you were in your arrogance and not in your good common sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, if
Yeah.
there's opportunity for me to help, I will help you. Like, if I run into something that I know that's going to help these kids get to a certain level of advancement, I'm going to put it in place. I don't care how much who said about you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I don't care who
Yeah.
said what about OG Star. If I got a program that I know can help OG Star, I'm gonna say, yo, Jay.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, peep this out. This is what's happening. This is what's taking place. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because those are the things that we have to start envisioning for our children, other than jail. When a lot of the kids around us, when that big bust had happened down there, I had kept telling everybody, stop saying that your kids is the problem. Your kids is the problem, because in a minute, what they're gonna do is, they're not their kids.
Yeah.
And in a
Yeah.
minute, what they're going to do is, they're going to take your kids and put them somewhere out of your reach. And then who you going to blame it on then? You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
that's what they did.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I warned everybody ahead of time, stop saying the kids is the problem, because then they're going to remove your children. And then what?
The
You get
only
what I'm
ones that
saying?
was saying, the only ones that saying the kids was the problems was the people that took them away.
Hey, no, it was some of the people in the hood too, and I kept saying, well, what we have to do is, being that I'm always thinking progressively, I'm always thinking in solution. I said, well, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create some stuff for the kids to do, and I'm gonna get the kids to help me do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show y'all that it's not the kids, that is a lack of them having that notoriety, because with notoriety they get better and better.
Yeah.
You get what
See,
I'm
but it's
saying?
a systematic thing. See, in order to help the kids, you got to change the system. You got to change the system. And the only way you change the system is you change the policies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like anybody that know anything know that real change is in policy change. And if we can't change the policies, it don't matter what program you set up, what because you still have master running everything, master owning everything, master got the banks, master got the got the law. He see they own and run everything. So it really don't matter. They still gonna pick and choose what Negro they gonna pull up.
See, but listen to what I'm
And
saying now. Listen.
if you don't go by, if you don't go and adopt their ideologies, they're not messing with you. If you're not talking what they talking, you're not gonna be the one, no matter how great you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta follow a certain
Protocol.
program or protocol to blow in America. And this is how they got it set up.
See, but listen. My reasoning for going into the mind of the children is because, like I said to you when we were laughing earlier about me being able to roll right off the couch and right into the role of whatever role, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I was able to roll right on with it and right on with the program, and those are the things that I try to teach the children. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't
That's
have to be stigmated over here as this type of situation right here, because they might see you as one way, but let me show you how to floss and make it move like this right here. You get what I'm saying?
oh definitely.
And those are the things that I try to put in them real early so that they don't wind up being grown ignorant people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That think that
Yeah.
all that extra don't work. Let me show y'all how to make this happen for real. Like, because
Like when
I come to get the job done.
yeah, when it comes to the kids, early childhood development is everything.
Yeah,
The first, like Hazel used to say, God bless him. The first one to the mind wins.
yeah,
So whatever program touch your kid mind first, when your kid is in peril, he's gonna resort back to what he know best.
yeah.
So we have to get a hold of our kids early before the school district get them, and we have to develop their critical mind. See, this is what these people destroyed. They destroyed the critical mind that we can't even think. We can't even think. We can't even think serious thoughts. We can't even have serious discussions. We can't even calculate anything. That's why we're
No,
almost
we can.
handicapped.
Yeah, we can though.
Huh?
I said, but we can though.
No, a few of us can. But
Yeah,
even the few that can is still and it's still handicapped by the system, the monster that's keeping us oppressed. This is a monster. This is a monster because we're the slave race. And in the country, there's always going to be a slave race. We holding them up. What is it, 52 million African Americans in the United States? You think for 1 minute, that's what I tell people, you think for 1 minute, if we all 52 million say, fuck that, I'm done with this shit. Half us go back to Africa, half us just chilling. We ain't working for y'all no more. And we'll see quick fast that these devils are still who they are.
bro,
Because
you got me
we
fucked up,
produce.
bro. You got me fucked up. I'm that nigga up there on that nag. You better go ahead with
Now I'm telling you, we still slaves.
Who
We
that
still
nigga on that
slaves.
nag?
We still slaves and people don't know it.
I'm sorry,
Just
Jay.
because we still slaves and people don't know it. Just because they let you drive a little Benz and let you get a little nice house and let you get a little nice position, doctor, lawyer, and all that, you still a slave to the system, dog. All that shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is how they pacify us and keep us, you know, comfortable with the position we in. But we still slaves. You know what I'm saying? We still
Yeah,
slaves. And that's just what it is, B. That's why to me, I don't take nothing from I don't take nothing. Everything I was taught that been debunked. I then did the research. I found that it's a lie. I'm talking about from religion to just who I am as an individual, like the knowledge of myself, where I come from, and all that. Like I find go off for a little bit. I find it crazy that we have to send our blood to these Europeans for them to tell us who we are and where we came from, like the ancestry.com and all that shit.
yeah.
Come on, B. Nah. I don't trust that at all. I don't trust
Yeah.
that at all. You can tell me anything. You can tell me anything. All I know is that we was the first ones here, and we lived in harmony before you came about. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
drama started when you showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So history, it's like, oh, the biggest trick the devil pulled is convincing the world he doesn't exist.
I was gonna say
And
that
that
earlier today.
and that's
Yeah.
the fact, because everybody thinking the devil's under the ground with a pitchfork.
Yeah.
But if you look at history, history will tell you who the devil is.
Mm-hmm.
You
He
understand
walk
what I'm telling you?
he walks amongst us, absolutely.
History will tell you who the devil
Yeah.
is. Straight up. We ain't gotta say nothing. Just do the history. That's why they
Yeah.
they want to take critical race theory out of school, because they know they're trying to erase that part of the history, because it exposes who he is. No matter what, how he try to front like he is today, or what type of
Uh-huh.
person he is today. No, you still a devil. You still
Yeah,
a devil,
still
because if you wasn't a devil, you would give us reparations.
still in
We
hiding.
you
Hmm.
redistribute the wealth, or the stolen wealth you got. You'll even this shit out.
Well,
But no,
it
you don't want to do that. You want to say we ain't got nothing to do with them. Our ancestors did that, yeah, but yo, they
yep,
passed the money down to y'all.
yep, the
They passed the
ancestors.
money, the power, and the system, and the devices to keep the black man oppressed down to y'all, and y'all maintaining it. But you fronting like you don't. It ain't true. That's what I say. They play with your intelligence. The Democrats and the Republicans.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
why I
saying?
said to you, I don't have time for the peace talks. The peace talks have no longer resumed with me. I don't have time for the peace talks. We
Oh
got
no,
a
it's never peace.
we can do a compromise talk. We can compromise, but as far as peace talk, that's out of the question when it come to me. I don't do peace talk. That's why I get things
Nah,
done.
I was saying that as
Yeah,
far as amongst my people.
yeah,
But with them, it's never peace.
yeah. It's no peace
It's
talk.
never peace.
And
Every,
and and and
it's
believe it or
never.
not, after the NAACP, the head of the NAACP had told me that they need to regentrify the neighborhood and take everything back from the black people. I felt the same way about them too. So don't think that there's a bias in between me, because there's no bias with me when it comes to people, right? The bias only happens uh when the bias only happens when it's a right against right. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Then I become
yeah,
biased about certain things. But when it come to people, I don't have that bias, because I done heard some black people say some shit that I thought the white people were supposed to say.
yeah. But that's a learned
And it
behavior,
yeah,
though.
and it be fucking me up
The,
like
the
what?
enemy is still the enemy. The
Like
enemy.
what?
The enemy is still the enemy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no
That's learned.
bias with me. And I don't come in peace. And you know what I'm saying? Like I come to get the job done. When you call me, I'm like my brothers, if they'll have you laughing about it too. Because my brothers have always called me Mouse off of
Hmm.
the Devil with the Blue Dress.
Yeah,
They call me Katie Kaboom and Katie Tick Tick and all kind of shit, because don't call me if you don't want to get it done.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
I am not the one you want to call if you just playing games.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because, the fact of the matter is that no matter how you cut it, you know who, like, if you take a black man or black woman and raise them right and nurture them right, this motherfucker might fly off like Superman somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Straight up. Because we connected to this shit different.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, we can we can we can we can solve the motherfucking math problem that they can't solve if they was to put us in a position. Like
yeah,
they they holding themselves back by oppressing us.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
holding you holding humanity back by oppressing the black man, woman, and child.
Yeah,
Because if you was to nurture and grow us and bring us up properly, we would have been to Pluto already. We'd have been to Mars already. That's a fact.
Not before
Because
me.
we are the aliens. We are the
not
celestial beings.
not before me. Y'all not going. Oh hell no! You better back,
I'm just
Blackie.
saying. I'm
You
just
better
saying.
back, Blackie.
We are the celestial beings.
I'm
We are
sorry.
the children. We are the children of the stars. You know what I'm saying? Sons and daughters of the fallen angels.
I
Like,
know.
like, like the our race is something different.
I know.
And they feed us garbage and they seed the atmosphere, all this to keep our energy down. They
Well,
do all
they
this.
have to. They have to.
And it's yo, look up geoengineering and see all the metals and shit they put in the atmosphere. Talk about they doing it to keep the atmosphere and the global warming on. No, you doing that to keep us suppressed
Yeah,
because
it's all.
they know if we rise back to the original beings that we are, the light beings that we are, man, listen, man, they have a problem because they know who we are. We don't know who we are, but they know who we are.
They've been saying
And either
extraterrestrials have been here the whole time, and we are those extraterrestrials.
we are
Absolutely.
the extraterrestrials.
hmm
We the
I know.
sons and daughters of those extraterrestrials.
I know. I know.
Straight up, our DNA, they DNA, that's two different species.
I know.
We connected. It's like for an analogy. It's like this: the wind blows through us. It blows around them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We're connected to this shit different.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't want to let you know. That's why all this shit they talk about is pseudoscientific. It's not real. It's fake science. It's fake science. They do big reports and have their most intelligent people write fake reports on some shit that ain't even real to make you believe it.
Well, the it's not extraterrestrial beings that they're when they say ET, it's not extraterrestrial beings. It's actually eternal beings.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying,
Nah, I
the e
understand
the,
what you're saying.
the ET is eternal beings, because
Yeah.
we go on from, and they teach us in certain manners, but you have to be in order to connect back to the creator, you have to be able to know code. Like you see how the code is running on the back of this thing. This
Yeah,
is the
that's the
way.
matrix.
Yeah, that's the way that the code runs through us as well. It's actually digitally imprinted on our skin, right?
Yeah.
Like if you look down at your skin and at your hands and stuff, you'll see that your hands make the same pattern as the waves in the ocean, right?
Listen, we are universal. We we
Absolutely.
we
So
we we are we are not separated from the universe.
yeah, so
That's what
what
I
they're
say.
saying
We're
with
part of it.
ET is that we're eternal creatures. You get what I'm saying? So the ET, they just change up and make it something different.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
we don't do the research into who we are ourselves.
yeah.
But
But knowledge
they,
itself, we are extra and they know it. You know what I'm saying? We are the custodians of this planet, even though that we're being oppressed and we can't take care of the Mother Earth like we supposed to. And everything they do goes against the natural order of things. And they killing the planet. Everything they do that they say is intelligent goes against nature. That's not intelligent because
well,
you killing yourself. Because soon the planet's not even gonna be inhabitable for humans. So
well,
how is that intelligent? How is
that's
you
what
dealing
happened
with
to the other
intelligence?
planets. That's what happened to the other planets as well. So they
Yeah,
just
but
they
but
just
but
go
this
from
this
time to time. They time jump with us. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah yeah.
from
But this
time to
is
time.
this is like they yo man. It's like a cancer in the body of God. B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what they are. It's a cancer. And you know what you gotta do to cancer, or it's gonna kill you. One of the two.
I
You know
know,
what
but
I'm
what
saying?
happens is that there's so many of us that keeps that lineage going. Like we keep lineage going by donating what is our sperm to them. So we keep that lineage going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
Now,
perpetuate in their system.
Mike McKenzie has a Mike down here in the chat says to ask you what is your vision for the future?
My vision for the future, or
Yeah,
what do I
what is
see?
your vision for the future?
Well, the way I see the future is different than most people see the future. Now, he asked me a question. My vision for the future, as far as what I want the future to be, or my vision for the future, seeing like as far as our forward trajectory or the situation we're in now.
No, what would you like to see?
Oh, I would like
He
to
said,
see, I would like to see the black man, woman, and child back on top. You know what I'm saying? I would like the natural order thing. I would like the order to be established, because anybody that know anything know that order is the first degree. Without order, there's nothing. Order, what makes things go right. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Order is what makes the engine run. You have to have order.
And disorder allows it to break. That's it. You know, when I
Yeah,
tell people it's
it's
from
disorder now. This
yeah,
is what we in, disorder right now, because they putting the two
from
before the
heaven
one.
down and not from earth up. Yeah.
Yeah, they putting
It's
the
a
two
lot of
before the
times a
one.
lot of people don't realize that. What they don't realize is that it's from heaven down and not from earth up. What happened is the disorder happened in heaven first, and it has just carried on from century to century. And I try to explain that to people because even heaven has order. Like, God is a man of order. God is a person of order. And so
Yeah,
when the disorder came, it just continued on downward. And a lot of people can't understand that because they can't believe in who they are from the beginning to know that this was happening long before we became earthly creatures, that this happened when we were always heavenly creatures, that this same kind of thing was taking place. But if you don't believe in genetics, and scientific fact, is kind of hard for you to explain to people that no, this has been happening for the whole time that we've been in existence.
well, it's a
Why? Is
scientific fact
because
that.
is because one of us out of everybody wanted to be over somebody. You get what I'm saying? And being over somebody instead of just playing your position is disorder, you
Yeah,
know?
that's the trick of the devil, though. That's learned behavior.
Mhm.
That's learned
Mhm.
behavior. Because you look at the culture before the colonialism, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. It was unison. Everybody was equal. You know what I'm saying? The cultures, only when the rabble rouser came and started causing trouble amongst the tribes, that we started war and started selling off our brothers and sisters to these Europeans, these Spaniards, and everybody else. See, but that's the part they don't want to tell you. They instigated these wars. They instigated these wars. Just
So
like just like
let me ask you, let me
Look, let
just
me let me answer my question.
okay.
The
Because
vision
I
of the
want to
future.
throw something in the middle of that conversation right there, and I don't want to forget it about the rabble
Go ahead.
rousers and the situation in there, right? Because what make them so weak to go for it is what I'm always wondering.
Now, it wasn't making them weak to go for it. It's just the you got to know the nature of us. We're peaceful beings by nature. We gonna take your word for it. We the trickery and the deception came with the devil. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah,
Like, there wasn't none of that shit. This wicked ways, like your word was born. What you said was real.
yeah,
The lies and the trickery and all that shit came with these savages. You know what I'm saying? So we your word is born to prove otherwise. Like,
yeah,
we believed in what he was saying. Oh, word, they over there, they trying to run down on us. Da, 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 da. So now we suiting up, going at them, and he went over there and told them the same shit. And oh, they sneaking up on us. Now we meet in the middle, like, oh yeah, we caught y'all niggas. And the whole time is this rabble rouser right here. Set us both up. You understand what I'm telling you?
See, that's what I'm saying. On that note alone, what would be my reasoning for not trusting you over him?
The
Trink
reasoning?
trinkets?
No, the reasoning is that before this savage came into the picture, lying and deceiving and cheating and all that other shit wasn't really in existence. So we was dealing with a whole nother, that's something that we never even seen before. That's like, if it's something that you never dealt with before, seen before, okay, how would you know and reason and use logic on some shit that you never dealt with before? So if I'm telling you something and the mentality or the vibe of the zeitgeist of the era was, yo, everybody's, we tell the truth. You speak what's real. And now we gotta come to the point where we got this motherfucker speaking some shit that's not real. The lie. This one lying coming to existence. This one when deceit coming to existence. Betrayal coming to existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we knew, like the elders, we knew this shit was coming, but at the same time, the general public didn't know that. That was information only given to the initiated few.
See,
That's why
but for me,
when you read the stone tablets, it tell you how it went down. Read the Sumerian tablets.
yeah, but
It
deceit,
tells you.
the deceit, the
Yeah, it
deceit
tells
has
you
to
how.
be already in your heart for it to take root. You get what I'm saying? Like there has to be some sort of deceit in your heart in order for it to be able to take root and grow into something that would make me harm you. You get what I'm saying? Like me and you have never had any battles out there in the community, right? Because
Uh-huh.
always been straight up with each other. Like
Yeah.
there's never been no beef between Angel Star and Taj B.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying? There's never been any beef between T Rex and Taj B, right? You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there was no ability or no capabilities of anyone being able to come down in between us and plant a root that was deceptive enough to stick between us.
Yeah, but the
You
rabble
get what I'm
rouser.
saying? You
Yeah, but
understand me,
you
right?
talking.
So
Yeah,
what
but
would
see,
make, listen to the question, what would, did the deceit had to be in your heart first, because what would make the deceit be able to stick and grow roots? You
nah,
get what I'm
it's
saying?
like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but if somebody plant a seed and water that seed, it don't have to be real. It don't have to be in your heart. That's like if somebody tell me something that somebody else said. Even if it's not real, I'm gonna be on point. So he moving me regardless if it's in my heart or not. This is the trick of the devil. This is how powerful lies is. A lie is. Like a person can say something about you and tell somebody something about you that they said about you, and now you don't know if it's true or not, but you still moving different just because that person told you that. You understand what I'm telling you? So it don't mean that the deceit was in my heart, but the deceit was put there. That seed was planted.
Yeah.
And if he go tell that person the same thing, now y'all both moving funny, and that shit gonna grow. Y'all watering each other's seed. Now the deceit and both of y'all grown. Oh, this nigga moving funny, but he moving funny because he think you moving funny. And now, before you know it, it's a whole fucking war. And this devil sitting back. Oh, look at them. They savages. They savages. Look at how they doing each other. They savages. And no, you the savage because you started the whole shit. That don't mean there's a seat was
See,
in their heart. Nah,
I
nah.
I
That's
have
just
a question, and the reason why I posed that question, right, is because according to the story and the myth, Satan was able to turn a third of the angels against God in heaven.
uh-huh.
That's a lot of angels. You get what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
over
But I
500.
don't
Listen to
I
what
don't
I'm
su-
saying. Listen to
I
what
don't
I'm saying.
subscribe to
Listen,
that fairy
but
tale.
listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying, you have to, like I said to you when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking biasly. What I'm saying
Yeah.
as if it was me or you,
Uh-huh.
right? If Satan was able to turn 500,000 angels against God, what was in their heart already to make them turn against God? You get what I'm saying? Like, what was in your heart already? Was there already something on the inside of you? Because can nobody plant a seed concerning you to me? You get what I'm saying? Like, can nobody say to me, Angel Star, blah, 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 and I'm going to look at him. I'm going to come back and I'm going to look at you and say, yo, Jay. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna look back at you and say, yo, Jay. You feel me? Cause
Oh
that
yeah.
they're not gonna be able to plant nothing against you inside of me.
Well, that's it, because you got a direct line to me
Yeah,
to see what's going on. But say you didn't have a direct line to me,
yeah,
and you just had to take his word to it. See, it wasn't like they was going to friends or
yeah,
or 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 somebody to contact. They going from tribe to tribe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
see, the rabble rouser work like that. They don't go to people that's close. So I could just call you, yo, this motherfucker told me da 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 da. Nah, they go for people that ain't even really in communication with each other. And this how a snake work. This how that rabble rouser work. You know what I'm saying? And he plants that seed. He plant that seed. That seed is a motherfucker, because that seed will grow 3, 4 years later. It'll rear its head. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Without you even really paying attention to it.
yeah,
You moving
yeah,
funny. You moving funny off some shit that somebody else told you, and you don't know if it's true or not.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
See,
I'm saying?
so what I think
And as far as like the they say the devil turned 3/3 of the angels against God and all that. Like, them was fairy tales. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Sumerian tablets tell us different. And the Sumerian tablets is where the Bible came from. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you gotta realize the whole Bible was plagiarized. It was stolen scripts from the Sumerian text, and there was pieces, text took it from there, and they ain't even put all the text in there. So you got fragments of a text that was put together into one book called the Bible under false pretenses, because it's not Christianity. That was Constantine in the Council of Nicaea that put that label and title on it to pretty much enslave and manipulate the masses of people into believing that there's one God, is this invisible man theory. We don't subscribe to the visible man theory, because we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We already know who the true and living is. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
I used
there's
to feel
no
like that when I was a 5%er. Like when I was young and I was a 5%er, I used to call God the mysterious man. But something changed after I got baptized. And when I came out the water, the
yeah,
whole world opened up to me. And that's
yeah,
like the truth
yeah. I was
of the matter.
baptized. I was baptized in water. I was doing all that.
Yeah, no, something else
My
happened to
mom
me
was
though.
the, yeah, yeah. A
Yeah,
lot of
something
people
something
say
else
that.
happened to me. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
something else happened to me. And
yeah.
it
Well, I'm
changed
telling you, a lot of
it did.
people
It
do that.
changed my whole perspective on things. Like
But listen,
I
the
went back
mind. You
crying.
gotta
That's how
realize.
bad I went through it. I went back crying and asked the pastor to take it off of me. That's how bad it was for me. Once I had got, I had accepted some
Well,
things and
well,
got
the mind,
baptized.
the mind is powerful, and you gotta realize who you are as a black woman. You know what I'm saying? You powerful. Yo, your mind gonna make you see what you think. or what you feel. You
Yeah,
know what
no,
I'm saying?
this wasn't no mind
Like
things.
you could think it is, but yo, I'm telling you straight up, ain't no such thing as no visible man.
Yeah,
Straight like that.
I used to talk like that, and I used to think like that for a long
Yo,
time.
I'm telling you.
I used to
I'm
walk
telling you.
around and tell people that God was a mysterious man, because I was over there messing with them 5%ers, and they used to be telling us all that old crazy ass stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Nah, the
telling
five
you,
percenters got the 5%ers got a bit of the text. They got scraps of the text too.
yeah,
Man, for
yeah,
Muhammad, he
yeah,
got the text, but they the closest thing to the truth out there.
yeah.
Straight up.
Well,
Because the
they
Bible
have
say
a
the
simulation to
Bible,
the truth, but not the
yeah.
full context because the Bible had been
Nah,
broken up
the
in about
lessons to
9
tell you.
books.
The
Yeah,
lessons
they've
to
been
tell
broken
you
up.
that the lessons to tell you, the 120 lessons tell you these answers are near to correct. These answers are near to correct. But if you go on the Bible and you read the Bible, there's contradictions all through the Bible. I read the Bible cover to cover. There's three, there's three. Jesus ain't the only one came back from the dead. Jesus not there's so many contradictions in the Bible that it's crazy that people even
No,
believe
well,
that stick. It's
let
crazy
me
that
let me
people
say
even
this to
believe it.
you. When I said to you from the beginning, I said it's a spell book, but you have to know how to work it in code in order to understand when it comes to. Hold
Everybody
on,
say the
sweetheart.
code.
Hold on. Let me finish.
I
So
heard it all.
when you're reading, see, I've read all of them. I've read everything. I've read the Quran, the Nag Hammadi, the Torah. I've read all of them. I've read all of them. If you well, you know me, and you know I'm always in the
Yeah, I read
school
the
'em up
Quran too.
in the school 'em up mode, right? I've read all of them. I've read the Dead Sea Scrolls. I've read the Book of Adam and Eve 1 and 2. I've read all of them. But
The
what I'm
Quran is the
saying,
Bible. The Quran
listen,
is the
what
Bible
I'm
of the
saying.
East.
Hold on. Let me say this. So what I had learned as going along, right? In the way that they has set up the books is to not give one man all power. That's the way I seen when I really looked into them and seen the way that it was broken up and the way that it's broken up is to not give one man all power because imagine giving one man all power. We seen that one time already with
Yeah,
and they're still looking for his treasure right now. If y'all think that Russia is raiding uh all these different places and all this stuff. No, they're all looking for the wisdom of Solomon. They're all looking for the money and the riches of Solomon because Solomon was the only one that had the entire book. The book had been broken up after Solomon. You get what I'm saying? So there and Solomon had control of each side. He had control of the spirit world and the earth world. So that's what made him the most powerful man on earth is because he had the whole understanding. He had the whole knowledge.
fairy tale, yo.
You get what I'm saying? Well,
That's
these
fairy tale, yo.
well, I'm just trying to give you an overall conversation so that you'll understand. If we were speaking in hypothetics, I would be
Yeah,
saying to you, if I gave, because see, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. A lot of times, what you're reading in hypothetics according to what is happening right now to today.
yeah. You gotta
We
read the Sumerian tablet.
we can't not say that Christ didn't exist because we see people getting persecuted like Christ daily. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
there's
So
no
when you
there's
hold on, let me finish my statement. So when you read into certain things and people call them stories, when you read into certain stories, you have to look at it and exactly what the context and not the character. You get what I'm saying? Because the context speaks volumes. Like as far as the Samaritan helping the person up off the ground and putting them up. But what they don't tell you about the Samaritan is that the people that beat him up was his own people before the Samaritan came along. He was getting his own people up off of him, which are really true stories if we look at them in the right way. The same with David and Bathsheba. You get what I'm saying? Where a man
yes,
has sent
the
another
story is
man out.
real.
You get what I'm saying? Like these, when you think about them in a hypothetical format and put them as a daily living passage, you get to understand them a lot better than if you just taking something as like in a fan base.
Nah,
You get what I'm saying?
the text and the principles of the text is real, but
Absolutely.
it's not Christianity. And the only proof that Jesus existed is in the Bible. Because if you look at other scribes that existed in Jesus' days, if in all the other writings in the scrolls, no other writer or author speaks of this guy called Jesus. And if he was running around changing water to wine, giving blight to the sign, he would have been Jay-Z the age. He'd have been Jay-Z back then. So it's crazy to even believe that he existed in the flesh. Now
The
Jesus,
Dead Sea Scrolls do put him in place where everybody says that he was. The Sea Scrolls do put him in place.
there's no you can't find no artifacts, no historicity of Jesus. The only proof Jesus existed is in the Bible.
Mike
Period.
McKenzie, Mike McKenzie said, "I understand his views, but if he is as prejudiced as he sounds, nothing will change." He said, "Ask him, does he have any friends that are non-black?"
Yeah, I got a whole lot of friends that are non-black. My brothers and sisters are mixed. I got white people in my family. I got Europeans in my family. I'm not racist or biased. Straight up. I'm just telling the truth. And that's typical of a European that say a black man is biased when he's telling the truth. Of race. I'm just stating facts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Straight up. It is what it is.
yeah,
It is what it is. Because, like I said before, history will tell you who the devil is. Period. And history will tell you who God is. Straight up. Because no matter what you do or what you try to do to hold us down, we rise. The cream always rise to the top. You understand what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you look at this devil system, who's running everything? Sports, the scholars, the best sports, everything. Anytime you put a black man in position or give a black man an opportunity, a black man supersedes your expectations. So you can't tell me what it is. I know what it is. I have the knowledge of myself. I have the knowledge of who my people are. You know what I'm saying? I did the research. That's why I say nobody can't tell me nothing when it comes to that. I read the Sumerian tablets. The
but
Bible been debunked.
what happens is
The
that you
Quran, hold on. The Quran been debunked. These are fairy tales. Straight up. And the only thing that's real is what's history telling you. Straight up. That's why they say stay close to nature. Do the history because the history will tell you everything you need to know to live today. And I'm not talking about a fake history that was put in a book. I'm talking about pieces and bits. Stories stole from the Egyptians. The Ten Commandments is the 48 laws of Miat. The first 10 laws. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. That's the 48 laws of Miat. The story of Jesus is a remixed version of the story of Isis, Osiris, and the baby Horus. So nobody can tell me nothing when it comes to that. Debunked everything that you trying to say, everything that they trying to say. The scholars already debunked it. That's why you can't go to no scholar and tell him nothing about no Bible because they don't even argue about that no more because they know it's a neurosis. What be, you know what they call the religion?
what?
A neurosis. A neurosis is a sickness of the mind. Straight up. Because it takes you out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. People not dealing with reality, dealing with those religions. No organized religion is we don't subscribe to none of that because we already know what it is. And you got to do the research to understand it. The
I
Quran is
wish
the Bible of the East.
I
That's
wish
all
that
that
I
is.
could say that to you, like personally. I wish that I could say that because My dad was the one that was religious in our household. My dad was the one that went to
Uh-huh.
church. My dad was the one that had grew up in the church, and he truly and authentically believed in God and going to church and stuff. My mother and my grandmother's family, they were not church going people. My
Yeah,
mom
I
my
was
mom
raised in the
didn't
church.
yeah, my mom didn't believe in the church and stuff like that. She used to always make us stay away from there because she felt like that would be the place that we would got hurt the most out of any place that she trusted. She felt like the church would hurt us more, right?
Yeah,
So
because
I,
there's
I
a lot
didn't
of devils.
have yeah, I didn't have that church upbringing. I was part of church because my dad was a part of church, but we wasn't really a part of the church like that every week, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, every Sunday, every Saturday. We wasn't a part of church like that. You know what I'm saying? But we did
Yeah.
have our show up moments because my mother didn't believe in it. But that's what I'm saying. So there was no when I got baptized and stuff, there was none of those precedences that went along with my baptism. I just happened to show up because my dad was getting baptized and he needed a witness there with him. So I came home.
Hmm.
Believe it or not, Pebbles got baptized with us that day. It was three of us. It was me, my dad, and Pebbles got baptized together that day, right? But when I excuse me, Jay. But when I came out of the water, I'm telling you, it was something totally different. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
The,
It was
the
it
the
was some
mind
things. No,
the
I'm
mind
telling
make
you,
you
it
believe
was
anything, yo. The mind is a
no,
powerful thing.
I'm
You
telling
gotta
you.
understand.
No, I'm telling
All right.
you, like I don't hold no punches. I don't pull no punches with you, and I don't play no games with you and shit like that.
I'm not
You know what
saying
I'm
you didn't
saying?
feel
But
different.
what I'm
All
what
I'm
I'm telling
saying is
you, no,
it
I'm
wasn't that
telling you,
religion that made you feel different.
no, it wasn't the religion. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Going
That's what
into
I'm
it,
telling
it wasn't the religion. It
you.
was
Yeah.
just me doing something with my dad at first. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? But when I came out of it, I was a different individual to the point where I went back after going through so many changes and seeing so much different things, like things that I shouldn't be seeing. I
Yeah.
literally I literally went back and asked him to please take this off of me. I don't
Yeah.
want this. You get what I'm saying? But I'm very grateful and thankful that I did go through that process because in the scheme of everything, what I'm able to do is I'm able to move different than everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
The Muslims say the same thing when they take their shahada.
yeah, I'm able
Oh,
to move different.
it changed me after said the testimony. Oh, it changed me.
Yeah, nah, it
You
made me a
understand?
lot different. I wish that I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know a lot of times what I do know. You get what I'm saying? Like I wish that I didn't know, but being that and it took me a long time to grow into it, to understand it at the depth of what it is. It's as if
Listen,
like there was
I'm
there
not
was like
subscribing. I'm
there
not.
was
I
like
don't.
something that flipped on and it changed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The satanists, the people that worship the devil say the same thing when they do their little rituals. Like
Yeah.
everybody said, the Muslims said, the Christians said, everybody said, even the Scientology people say, "Oh, Scientology is different. It turned me into a different person." And you know how insane Scientology is, how ridiculous that situation is.
Let me say this to you. This might make you laugh. This might make you laugh. It, I remember sitting with you guys on next to the shop one day. I was about to leave. I was moving to Virginia, and
Mm,
I was sitting with you guys on the porch, right? And I think it was Josh said, "Teach me what you know." And I said to Josh, "I'm trying. Every time I walk past y'all, I try to give y'all a little bit of what I know every time I come past y'all." And Josh said, "It's something that you know that we don't know." But I'm gonna tell you something sound funny. That day, that was like August 1st. I
something
was
he
there
some-
with y'all.
something he didn't know.
Wait a minute, that was like August 1st. I was there with y'all,
Yeah.
right? August 2nd, I left because I had waited for my homegirl's birthday. And so August 2nd, I got out of there. But August 31st, I'm gonna give you something. I don't know if you remember. Remember Stormy?
Yeah, I remember Stormy.
Remember Stormy? Stormy came and sat down with me, right? And Stormy said, Tosh, listen. She said, I just need, something. I just need to wake up, basically, is what she was saying. And I don't give a fuck. So she said, but I'll be back for you. I'm gonna come back for you. She said, and and I'll be ready for you when I get here. So listen. So either the 31st or the first that morning, Stormy came and sat down next to me at where Tiz Barbershop used to be on Broadway. And we sat down and we started kicking it. And she slid me like $50, on some 20 shit. But she
Uh-huh.
said, Tosh, listen to me. She said, I talked to your mom today. She said, and your mom told me to tell you it's safe for you to leave. She said, I don't want you to be scared about what I'm saying to you, but I need to let you know that your mom said everything is ready for you and it's safe for you to leave. And I got up and it was safe for me to leave, right?
Yeah.
6 days after I left, my cousin came back with Slice. She rolled back up with Slice. And so when she rolled back up, she used my name in a seal indictment, you know,
Yeah.
and the prostitution charge and all kind of stuff. Like my name was all over all kind of shit that wasn't me, right?
Yeah.
But only on the strength that I had listened to Stormy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only because I had been through that mental thing that had me change up. You get what I'm saying? That I was able to hear exactly what she said to me. And as
Uh-huh.
soon as she said it to me, I was gone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had made a promise to God that I promise you, I'll never in my life behave like this again. If you allow me to just walk straight, let me walk right and let me, do something different. And I promise I'll never do this again. And then that's when y'all see me come back as a changed individual. You get what I'm
Oh, no question. No
like
question.
I had came back all the way changed around because there was some promises that I had made to God. You get what I'm saying? There were some promises
Well, it's
that I
like
made.
this. If anything changes for the better, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
even if it's out of context, even if it's plagiarized, even if it makes you a better human, it's a good thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. You know what I mean? But we talking actual facts. We still can't throw away the facts. You know what I'm saying? We still can't call we gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
those
gotta
was
see it
facts
for
that
what
I
it is.
gave you though.
We gotta see it for what it is and not what it appear to be.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
those was
saying?
those
Because
was facts that I gave you though. Those was facts. Y'all
what you
know
mean facts?
everybody called Stormy crazy. Everybody thought Stormy was crazy as shit when we was growing up. You know that. You know that
Stormy
everybody
who?
thought
I
Diane,
know.
Stormy, Diane.
Oh,
You
I know
know
a couple Stormies.
Miss
Yeah,
Diane. You remember Miss
yeah,
Diane?
yeah. I know who you
Yeah.
talking about now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. You feel me?
yeah. Uh huh.
I'm talking with that damn background while I'm talking to you. I'm talking with that background on my tongue, bro, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm talking, in the matrix, but I'm talking to you. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen,
And
we unplugged right now. We
yeah, yeah,
unplugged right now.
yeah,
We
yeah,
unplugged. We in Zion right now. See what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, like,
So
like, like, if like, you gotta realize, like, to have real conversations, you gotta unplug. And
yeah,
you gotta leave your feelings at home. You know what I'm saying? Because we can go fact for fact. And when it comes to showing and proving, a lot of people go fall short when it comes to showing and proving dealing with those mysteries. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We don't deal with no mysteries. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's that's what I'm telling you. It ain't a mystery for me. Like I didn't experience too much for it to even be called that for me.
yeah, all right.
Now I
You know,
just say, okay.
mystery of the mind. You know what I'm saying? The mystery of the mind because you can't show and prove on
Yeah.
a on a on a on an actual fact basis. You
Now I
know?
just say to people, okay.
Yeah. And that's all they could say. That's like the preacher. When you tell him when you tell him to find the historicity of Jesus Christ, he be like, okay, because he can't.
Yeah,
He got
no,
to go to the Bible to find it. He
yeah, the
can't find no
pastor.
facts outside the Bible that Jesus ever existed. Straight up. There's no facts, no evidence, no historicity, no body artifact. You go to Egypt and look at Tutankhamun right now. Look at Ra, all of them. You hear me? There's real
The Dead
history
Sea
there.
Scrolls do speak of Christ, though.
Not
The
not
Dead Sea
not
Scrolls
Jesus.
do.
And,
Yeah,
and,
they
and,
do.
and and you know, there's not even a J in the Hebrew alphabet, so you know that wasn't his
I
name.
I'm the one taught that, so don't try to get at me with that. I'm the
Nah,
one
I'm just spitting the facts.
yeah, I'm the one that dropped
You
that.
know,
Remember,
so
I'm the
so
one that went
so
to
the
Italy
truth.
and came back and told y'all, the disciples don't look like that over there. It looks like something
Listen,
different over there.
I told you, man, we was building this science back in the early '90s. Like I'm so saturated with the truth that can't nobody pull nothing over my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Since I was 11, 12 years old, I've been dealing with the sciences. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot more than niggas know. You know what I'm saying? As far as dismantling the myths of religion.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Dismantling the myths of religion. And I see once I got to the Dead Sea Scrolls and I got even further back, I'm talking about the stone tablets written in stone, the Sumerian tablets. And I seen the Bible. I seen the Torah. I seen the ANJEL, the gospel. And I'm like, dang, this ain't Jesus writing this. This ain't they renaming everything, they doing this, and they done remix this whole thing. So I know the lie it's lie, it's a lie. I know. So no matter what feeling, that's what I say, the mind will make you feel. That's like people when they go into schizophrenia, they see and hear shit. They have voices in their head. They see people that's in front of them. They talking to people. Nobody else can see them. That don't make it real. That's just a sickness of the mind. That's how powerful the mind is. The mind can project your thoughts right in front of you, like it's a projection, a TV screen, and you'll see and feel what your mind has convinced you is real based on some false information. Straight up, people catching the Holy Ghost and all that shit. You tricking yourself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't
Because
think I've
the
ever caught
facts,
the Holy Ghost like people. I've experienced something that people try to tell me about that I wasn't aware of, but
yeah,
what I did experience was a takeover of my body, of my legs, and where I kept feeling heat climbing up my body, and I couldn't figure out where the heat was coming from.
yeah,
And
that sounds like an awakening.
yeah, so those are things that I did
But
experience. You know what I mean?
like that happens like in the Buddhist religion. That happens in the Buddhist religion. That happens with Krishna and the Indians and the Hindu, the Sikh. That happens in every religion. But it's not the fact that it's the religion. It's you.
Yeah, no, it's not the religion. No, it's not. It
It's
doesn't.
you.
It's not the
It's
religion.
you. It's you. You are the religion.
Yes.
That's what people don't know. You are the religion. That's what I tell them. My
Believe
book,
it or
my
not,
book is gonna be the book of James.
this is how whether you know it or not, and a lot of people don't realize it, but this is, if you look at the background behind us, that is actually how it's encoded onto our system. Like
Yeah,
everything that's necessary for us to make it throughout this lifetime and beyond is just like this, is literally encoded onto our system. So we can draw inside of our system and pull out anything that we actually need to be able to move forward. That's where the solution is. What we're in is like a hologram.
yeah. This is the matrix.
Yeah, it's like a
This is the
hologram.
matrix. This is a
And it's a
simulation
yeah,
of your imagination.
it's a training realm um for your higher self. And it's up to you to pass the courses, and make sure that you make it to where you need to make it to in the end
Nah,
result.
and because listen, all this stuff don't even exist. We wasn't here to follow no. We didn't.
Yeah, this
Our
is it's a
purpose.
training realm. It's a training realm.
Our purpose is not to follow no book or no organized religion or no doctrine, because we had a relationship with our higher selves before the written word, before the Bible came into existence. The Bible got a birthday. So you saying before the Bible we didn't know God? We existed millions of years before the Bible, millions of years before the Quran. So you're saying before these books we didn't know God? Yeah, we knew God. It's ridiculous to even think that. You know what I'm saying? That's monotheism is a new thing, because before that it was plural gods. Like when you read the Sumerian text, it says gods with an S on the end of it. You understand what I'm telling you? So you got to realize when we made that transition, and we made that transition under the tyranny of a savage. Straight up, we was forcibly converted into believing into a system that was gonna put him in a position, because they know it was gonna psychologically enslave us, because they know they had to take the physical chains off us. So they had to put something in the place of the physical chains. And that what they put in the place, they replaced the physical change with the mental change, which is religion. Period. That's a fact. The scholars said, everybody said. That's why you gotta stick close to the scholars, because like Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an astrophysicist. You got to get with Sheikh Anta Diop when he did the carbon fiber, when he started dating back all these artifacts and all this shit, and start debunking all these lies these people was telling about this religion, and there's no evidence of none of that. The only evidence of that book is in that book. You can't go outside that book and find no evidence of what they was talking about. Or they say, why they can't find Jesus' body? Oh, he ascended back to heaven. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like if you gotta be special to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got King Tut, all the pharaohs, Ramsey the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all of them, they still there in they tomb chilling. We know for a fact that they existed. We can go look at their tombs, we can go look at the artifact, the historicity never lies. Just like they still didn't find the ark, Noah's ark. Come on, bud. Come on, man. You believe them fairy tales you want to, B. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
now, what I was saying about ET a minute ago, I had to find the right word for it, but I had said eternal, but what I was meaning to say was ethereal beings is what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
is what they're
That's a
speaking
fact.
on.
Yeah. But we
Yeah.
are, it's an actual fact, because the astrophysicists, they know our DNA is stars. Like when stars explode and scatter, they create universes and galaxies. And they look at black people. We're stardust. We're made of the same things that the stars are made of. You understand what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
We have the same uh uh, uh
Molecular structure.
as stars do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's letting you know what it is. We are celestial beings. We are the aliens that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. The ethereal beings. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Set up, but they got us enslaved, and they don't want, and that's why they burnt all the books. When they raided the Alexandria, they burnt that. They burnt all the information, because they don't want us to know who we are. Because if we knew who we are, they know they won't have a chance.
No, not that. It's not that they won't have a chance. What it is that they won't have utilization of. Somebody has a gift, like, okay, I know, I know Jay can do this right here, so I'm gonna go get next to Jay, and I'm gonna try to get him to do what I need him to do. I'm gonna ask him first, and then he might say no. But if he say no, I'm gonna make him an offer, and he might go for the offer. And if he don't go for the offer, now I'm gonna try to manipulate him. If I can't manipulate him, now I'm gonna try to force him out his gift. You get what I'm saying? That's what we've been subject to all these years. That a lot of us don't realize we've been subject to is that the people underneath us recognize the gift that we are instilled with, right? And when they
Yeah.
ask us for it, they can't take no for an answer because it's such an enticing gift, right? That when we say no, they try to force it out of us by hook or by crook.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so that's really what a lot of us have been going through and we don't know it. That's why we see the other people from other countries. That's why I asked you from the beginning, um, Africanism, Pan Africanism, or foundational, right? And the reason why I asked y'all that is because sometimes I watch the other groups from the other places who don't have that shine like we do come over and they sit up underneath us in order to get that sort of shine. And then once they get the shine from us, then they run and say, we're not a part of that anymore. So, I don't, that's why
Well,
I say
that's what they all do.
yeah, that's why I'm non-biased. That's what I was saying to you. So that's why I'm non-biased in the situation is because I watch too many people come and sit up underneath that stardust and get shiny. And then as soon as they get shiny, they run the opposite direction and then they don't claim us no more, like that
Oh, that's what
Akon.
they all do.
Yeah,
That's what
like
they
that
all do.
Akon thing. That Akon thing really, really bothered me really badly. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because we had to accept him in, and then he went to running off at the mouth, real, real tired, like most of them do behind us. So that's why I go under delineation and foundational Black American instead of Pan Africanism.
Well, I'm Pan African because that's the only mindset that make that really that's the only mindset that can really rebuild the nation. Because any other mindset, you still dealing with the principles in the predetermined concepts of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like when they call me African American, I'm an African first. You know what I'm saying? And I know my where my roots is at. And I know when I'm standing in America, whatever you want to call it, I know this is the North Gate of Africa. I know the motherland expands greater than what they say it is. The land mass of Africa expands all the way across to here. That's why we go to Long Island and you go to the shores of Long Island. The next landmass where you go is Africa. You know what I'm saying? But see, this one what they don't want to tell you because they got these fake maps out here, and these maps is illustrating and giving people false information that they don't and they taking it for granted like it's real. Like you can't come to a correct conclusion with fake and false information. That's why we always in the wrong because we don't have the right information. Even though the right information is out there, people still clinging on to this fake information that the slave master gave us to keep us in this triple stage of darkness that we in. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get off his curriculum and get back to our curriculum. And our curriculum is a pan African state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey was right and exact.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
see. I can't see, but proving Marcus Garvey's history. His history, he wasn't even correct in what he did to us. So I be wanting them to first show me. You got to first show me your fight in the country that you come from before you bring the fight to my backyard. Because I believe in the roots of conversation goes. How can you subdue a strong man unless you first subdue the strong man? You can't subdue the household of the strong man unless you subdue the strong man. So you can't come and tell me how to fix my backyard if your backyard is still fucked up looking crazy. Like I'm gonna look at you like okay, you said you're a good landscaper. So why you ain't landscape yours first? You get what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to look at yours and see something that's done in a way that you saying that you about to do mine. And if you saying to me you was too lazy or you was too tired to do your own, then I'm gonna have a problem with you coming to do mine. You get what I'm saying? So those are some of the
Well,
things.
that's all depends where you at, because you know the the strides of
See,
Marcus Garvey and the accomplishments of Marcus Garvey is really go unparalleled as far as black leaders is concerned
yeah,
in the
charity
United
begins at
States.
home for me. Charity begins at home first. I'm a firm believer in charity begins at home.
Where if
You-
your home ain't right, sometimes you got to leave your house to get right, and then come back and straighten your house out. And
But
that's what Marcus
that never
Garvey was trying to
he
do.
he never did though. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
because
saying?
look what they did to him.
Yeah, he never did though. You get what I'm saying? So that's
Look
why
what the
I've
devils did to him.
I've never had any sort of affinity when it comes to Market Garvey because I read and did research on him and watched a couple of them lies unfurl and so
No, God, he showed him proof. Straight
yeah,
up.
no, he
There's
didn't.
nothing he could have did in Jamaica. Jamaica was a third world country. He came to America, got his shit together, and came
and
back.
and robbed the black people
Hmm?
and robbed the black people
How did he rob the black people?
because he collected millions on a situation that he said he was gonna handle and he never did. Like he just never
He
did.
never did because they threw a monkey wrench in his program. They set him up. Did you read the Marcus Garvey book? Did you
Yeah,
read his book?
I've done a lot of research on him, a lot.
You gotta read his book. They set him up. He was the biggest thing. They set him up. That's just like saying Malcolm didn't finish his journey, or Martin Luther King didn't finish what he said he was gonna do. They got assassinated.
Yeah, but what happened is that their program still played on. Martin and Malcolm's their program still played on, but Marcus Garvey was snuffed out right after he was. So
Listen,
you get what I'm saying? That like
their
there was
program didn't go on when Martin died. The civil rights movement died. When Malcolm died, the
yeah, but
Muslim
some of the
mob
things
died.
that he when but their program still carries on. What I'm saying to you is because there was somebody to carry on for them. And so their program still carries on right to this day because Louis
Nah, it
Farrakhan
don't carry on.
Louis Farrakhan is not to be played with in certain arenas, just like Malcolm wasn't. And
Louis
and
Farrakhan is a sellout.
what y'all call him Minister Farrakhan? What? You better
You
go
don't know?
ahead. You better
You
go
don't know?
ahead
He drunk
talking
the
about.
Kool-Aid.
You better go ahead and talk about
Look
Minister
at the Million
Farrakhan.
Man March. Look at the Million Man March and see who he's surrounded by. Go ahead, look, after this. I want you to Google the video and look who he's surrounded by.
Who he surrounded by?
I want you to see it for yourself.
You
With
ain't
the
gonna.
Million Man March, Google it and watch the video and see who on stage with him and surrounding him. Farrakhan turned the Nation of
What?
Islam into a church. The Nation of Islam ain't nothing but a church. That's why Malcolm left it, because them niggas was fronting over there at the Nation of Islam. And they cohorts with the CIA to get Malcolm killed. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody fucks with the Nation of Islam no more. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah, that's
church.
the truth.
That Nation of Islam ain't nothing but a church. Straight up.
Y'all better stop
Farrakhan
talking.
changed. Farrakhan changed the divine wisdom into supreme knowledge into supreme wisdom, putting the two before the one. He been sipped the Kool-Aid. Farrakhan been a sellout.
Wow.
That's a fact.
I like I like Minister Farrakhan. You know,
Nah,
like I
Minister Farrakhan, he's a he's a profound orator. He speaks the truth, but he's on strings. Straight up, he's a puppet. That's why he ex Khalid Muhammad. The same way Elijah Muhammad did Malcolm for speaking the truth is the same way Farrakhan did Khalid Muhammad. You know
yeah.
Khalid Muhammad wasn't no game. He was giving
Yeah.
him the business. He was giving him the business, and Farrakhan kicked him out the nation. And then
Yeah.
when he went and started rising to power itself, he ended up dying. Same shit they did to Malcolm, Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they're working with them people. They've been working with the government. They've been working with the establishment. They ain't nothing new with the Nation of Islam. That's why the 5%. That's why Clarence Gerard Smith left them, the founder of the 5% Nation, because they was inside. They seen them. Y'all niggas working with the devil. Y'all working with the enemy, but you fronting to the people like you not.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get brother RZA on here to kick it with me in the next month or so.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
brother,
ask
brother,
him the same questions I'm asking you, you know?
man, brother RZA is love the nation because the nation gave him his platform that he eating off of. He ain't gonna speak the truth against the nation.
Yeah.
He eating off them. He living off them. That's like telling a person to jeopardize their job,
Yeah.
jeopardize the way they feeding their babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. But Khalid Muhammad spoke the truth. You look at Malcolm. You look at Khalid Muhammad. Uh, interviews before he died. He giving it up. He letting them know that the nation was working. You look at Malcolm X interviews before he died, when after the nation kicked him out, he letting them know. He said there's no Negro organization out right now that's not incentivized or endorsed by the Europeans. And he was talking about Martin Luther King and the Nation of Islam.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of proof, later on, once um once we were able to FOIA a lot of the public information, once it became open information, we
Yeah.
got a chance to see a lot of the fouls that had been played, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
and they and it's public information now, so they can't hide it.
Yeah.
They can't hide it when the CIA came to Elijah Muhammad, because the CIA came to Malcolm first and
You
was
know,
like, "Yo, we can." They got the recording. The CIA stepped to Malcolm, was like, "Yo, we can make people disappear," and they was trying to get Malcolm to grow with them to get rid of Elijah Muhammad. And Malcolm was like, "Yeah, y'all crazy," pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Nah, I ain't with it." And guess what they did? They
what?
went straight to Elijah Muhammad, and he went with them, and they got rid of Malcolm.
And you
I'm
know what?
telling you,
The funny part about a lot of the stuff that you can request is open for FOIA at this point is um things that we could have gotten back then as um members of whatever fraternity, congress, or whatever. That's a lot of reasons why we were not able to enter into those type of establishments, is because that sort of information was tangible for us once we went inside, you know what I mean? And they didn't
definitely.
yeah, they didn't want us to know a lot of that information. It's the
Yeah,
same as them taking the books and stuff out of the school systems right now. And you know,
yeah.
Martin Luther King's birthday, which was supposed to be a national holiday, having a Trump rally, and they had all kind of stuff going on when it's supposed to be a national holiday. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
there
but
there's a
Martin Luther King was on strings. He was being endorsed and incentivized by the Europeans. That's why Malcolm had beef with him at first.
yeah,
Malcolm was like, "Yo, stop." They was giving him a map. Yeah, go over here. The liberals. He was being controlled by the white liberals. Yeah, go over here. Next thing you know, he marching through these towns, and Malcolm was like, "Yo, stop marching my people through these racist towns, getting
yep,
fire
getting
hosed
them
and bit
hurt.
by
Yep,
dogs. Nigga,
getting
you
them hurt.
crazy?
That's right, getting them hurt.
You crazy?" And he's supposed to be some type of savior. Talk about, "Yo, don't fight back. Don't fight back."
I
Like,
know.
listen,
I
man.
know. I'm
Yo,
I'm a by any means necessary person myself. So
that's why.
you
But
get what I'm
listen,
saying?
and you gotta realize, Martin Luther King was only 24, 25. Malcolm was the older G trying to school him. Listen, they got you fooled. They using you because Martin Luther King was a young, fiery spirit minister that can talk his talk, and the people loved his voice. You know what I'm saying? And they used him. The white liberals used them, and Malcolm knew it. That's why if you look at Martin Luther King older speeches, like right before he died, he was sounding more like Malcolm
Yeah.
because it was already over, and him and Malcolm was meeting. So they was like, oh man, we can't let the Muslim leader and the Christian leader connect. That's problems.
Yeah.
Both of
That's
these dudes
yeah.
gotta
It's
go.
double
We gotta
enmity.
kill them both,
Yep.
straight
Yep.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Martin Luther King was coming of age and he started seeing it. Oh, they played me. They did use me. But it was too late. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say the whole civil rights movement was a hoax. It didn't get us really nowhere. It integrated us into a burning house. It integrated us right back into slavery. You know what
Well,
I'm
I
saying?
don't know if you know, cause you a little young buck. You're a little younger than me. But I was incubated in that movement. I was born in that year that Martin was killed. So all those feelings from Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. are all inside of me inherently from my
Yeah, the
DNA. From
energy
my
of
yeah,
that
for
age.
real, from
Yeah.
my DNA. You get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
that was
It's
the
it's
that was the real the zeitgeist, the spirit of that era is in you. And
yeah,
that was a heavy era right there.
yeah, yeah. I
You
was
gotta
born. I
realize
was
like
He was
we went
killed in that
through it.
April. I was born that December. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
all that is in me. I was newly fresh, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All that
that's real.
energy and
That's
all them
real.
tears and all that heartache, all that is inside of me. Is what make me so passionate about what I do when I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I say to you stuff like there is no peace on the inside of me when it comes to shit. I don't have that peace moment. We can compromise, but there ain't no fucking peace though. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause I know from DNA, from inherently from feeling those feelings, I know that there is no peace. You get what I'm saying?
The peace is in knowing who you are.
Absolutely. That's the peace that passes all understanding.
That's what I'm saying. So
You get what I'm
that's the
saying?
peace,
But as far as
you
we
know?
we having a conversation of we not I'm not even coming in peace. Like I'm not even coming in peace. So let's stop even talking on that level because that's not where I'm at. I'm coming for you to sign this motherfucker right here and I'm out.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Oh
everything else
yeah,
that you're trying to
definitely.
tell me, I ain't trying to hear nothing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm shit, I'm with it. That's
You
how I
know?
roll.
Yeah, cause see, I don't have time for all that. Like, where most people have time for, I don't have time for all that right there. Like y'all leave that for them people who just want to, have a conversation and all that lip service. I don't have time for all that shit. I came to get a job done and I come to get the job done. I don't care about all that extra and all that. Nah, you ain't even gotta give me nothing. They be talking about, well, you need this grant, I don't need none of that shit. I'm gonna go get the money off the block. I'll be back.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why they
You
don't
know?
like me
Yeah, my
because
mom ain't
I
make
don't
me
I
no
don't need
host.
them.
She made me a hustler. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
that's why
saying?
they don't like me because I don't need them.
Yeah, my mom ain't
You
make me
know what
no
I'm saying?
host. She made me a hustler, and so I'm able to go hustle that money up and be back. And it always disturbed them when it came to me out there when it came to the hood because they didn't have no hold over me.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? I was always independent. I'm gonna do my own damn thing, and I'm gonna do it how I want to do it. And y'all can come and pass inspection or whatever, because every time you come to do an inspection, I'm gonna be up to par. Why? Is because I'm gonna rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't gonna never
We
be
just
able to
gotta
say that I fell victim to anything that y'all tried because I'm gonna always rise to the occasion. You get what I'm saying?
we just gotta do us, and everything we do we gotta own.
Yeah, yeah,
It's ownership.
yeah,
We don't need nobody watching over us,
yeah,
telling us what to do. We don't need nobody watching over us, trying to censor us. That's
yeah.
why,
That's why you
the
can't take nothing
platform.
from them. Because once you take
Yeah,
something from them, that's where the censorship comes in.
exactly.
I didn't need nothing. I didn't need your security. I don't need the police. I'll secure my own area. You
Exactly.
get what I'm saying? Because I don't
Because
want
that's
nobody
that's
out
how
there starting no motherfucking fight. and starting no trouble and shit, and then saying the people who had gotten to it when we was out there picking fights and fucking with folk. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't
that's
need the
how they
police
silence.
out there. Yeah,
That's
I don't
how they
need them.
silence the truth. They silence the truth when they try to give you something or give you a position. Like
Yeah,
they try
no.
to silence me, give me that job, making 1,600 a week. I quit that shit
Yeah,
straight
no.
up. Nah, you ain't gonna shut me up. You ain't gonna
Yeah,
shut me up.
yeah, because
Quit
once they
that
put
shit.
something in your hand, that's the bargain.
Nah, I
You
told
get
him.
what I'm
I said,
saying? That's a
yo, I
bargaining
told him straight
tool.
up. Listen, I told him, yo, listen. If 50 other niggas, if 50 other brothers can't get the same position, I don't want it.
Yeah, that's a bargaining tool.
Straight up. Put 50 other motherfuckers in here with me. And then I shut up.
Yeah,
Because I know 50 brothers making that type of money, we gonna start some shit.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's why
Straight like that.
they can't have 50 of y'all in here.
And they was like, nigga, you crazy.
Yeah, they can't have 50 of y'all in there.
Straight up.
No,
Yeah.
no,
They knew
no.
what we was trying to do. They knew what
Yeah,
we was trying to do. Straight up. We was gonna unionize ourselves and take all the contract.
yeah,
Straight up.
they can't do that. You know,
Nah, that
cause business is still business. We have to recognize that business is still business, and people gonna look out for their best interest in business anyway. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that a lot
But
of times, you know, that's what you find out with people is that their business is business. See, like I was saying on another live, I was talking about, you know, Megan and Nikki going at it, and I was saying the fact that we be bringing street to business is where we keep going wrong, and that's where we keep losing that because business is still business. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, and the business is that we're in a racist system. We're trapped in a racist system that has us at the bottom of the totem pole, holding them up. You gotta realize we holding this country up.
Mm-hmm. Been holding it for a long time.
52 million, 52 million African Americans is pretty much holding this country up. Because what we contribute to this economy, imagine we was putting that money into building our own nation
Yeah.
or building up ourselves. Instead of giving trillions and trillions of dollars a year annually to fund and keep our slave master in power. We keeping
Well,
this man, we keeping our oppressor in power.
not
So
what's his, what he
we
say?
keep,
What he say on Django? No, Calvin.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
We keeping,
Calvin.
we keeping, we keeping, we keeping ourselves enslaved. And we keeping ourselves enslaved because we don't want to let the indoctrination go. We don't want to let the lies go. We don't want to let the bullshit go. Come on, man. That shit should be easy to let it go. Even though that they got the truth buried under so many lies that it takes it takes a it takes a very deep degree of focus and dedication to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
do the research where because a lot of people can't sit down for 4 or 5 hours and just read through shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that type of mind. They don't have that type of concentration span, and that's something you have to build up over the years. That's why doctors and lawyers is lawyers because they can sit down. They built up that discipline where they can sit down for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours a day, just reading, researching, getting to the bottom of shit, getting to the nitty gritty. And those are the people that really running the world. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Because those are the people that know the truth. And once you know the truth, you can skate around the lies. You can
The
see the
truth shall
loopholes. You can
set
see
you
the
free.
loopholes.
It's,
We can see, yeah, it'll set you free. Because
yeah, the truth
now,
shall set you free.
if you like Neo and you hacking into the matrix wherever you want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like you coming in wherever you want to be at. Now you still got to watch out for the agent, but you still a step ahead of the average blind master. The blind masses, which the 5% call the 5% call them the 85%. The blind, deaf, and the dumb, straight up.
Now
And
let me
it
go ahead. I'm sorry.
now go ahead, go ahead.
No, what I want to say to you and jumping into that is when I was saying to you something happened to me when I came out of the baptism, right? And what you're talking about, the particles in the air, they block off what's called the pineal gland,
Yeah, yeah.
so they shut off what we call the third eye
That's the outside.
of your senses, right?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's the
pineal
third eye.
pineal
Yep.
gland, pineal. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to stick that in there because I knew what you was talking about at the time. I just didn't want to interrupt your thought. But what I'm saying about what happened to me, right? And I thought it was a blessing, to have the gift that nobody really knew I had coming out of it. And my gift was being able to see stuff move before it moved.
Yeah,
And when I came out of when I came out of the baptism, that was one of the gifts that I came out with. Like I could see people whole body move before they move.
yeah. I could do that now.
I used to be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, y'all see this motherfucker? And then everybody mad at me because they think I'm flipping for no reason. But I'm flipping because I can see this move that they about to make before they make the move. Like I could see their whole body shift and everything shift with them before their body even move. And
Yep,
and believe it or not, Angel Star, what would happen is that only me and that person who knew what they was about to do would be arguing about it. Everybody else would be trying to figure out what is she talking about. But that person know what I'm saying to him.
yep,
You get what I'm saying? Because I already was able to detect them before they move. And believe it or not, because I came out of it with that gift, what is always done for me is enable me to be able to move out the way before something happened. You get what
yep.
I'm saying? Like I've always had that gift of watching that all shit, and I could, like I could feel it and
Yeah.
see it coming
Be
before
able
it
to
happened.
be
You
able to
know?
dodge that bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one of the gifts of not having my pineal gland actually blocked. You get what I'm saying? And there's also ways of unblocking that, but that goes back into a different and a deeper teaching than what we can do right here tonight. But it's 2.5 hours later, my brother.
It
I
was a
thought,
good one.
yeah, I thought we was gonna go on for an hour or so, but I'm glad that I did, that extra time because, it gives people an idea and a chance to understand you as a person and the mindset that you're in going
Oh
forward.
man, I was uncensored tonight.
Yeah, even with your music, it let people know, what's the purpose of the reason why you make the music that you make or why you go into things a certain kind of way, is because given your insight into your mindset was
Yeah, it's a lived experience. It's
yeah,
accumulation of information based on facts and experience.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
only give it to you how that I process the information through my life experience and through the information that I accumulated over the years.
yeah,
And
yeah,
how I'm connected to my natural environment. You know,
yeah,
because the natural environment and the artificial environment is two different things. The matrix is not real, but it keeps us blind, it keeps us trapped, enslaved to the system. You got to break free. You got to free your mind
so what you
because,
saying is I ain't seeing what I'm seeing?
huh?
That's what you saying? You saying I ain't seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm just saying, people seeing a whole lot of shit. I'm just saying that don't make it real. That don't make it real. They say, don't believe nothing you hear and half of what you see.
uh-huh.
You understand? Because the mind is powerful. The mind will have you seeing shit that ain't real.
Tiz used to tell me that stuff when we was younger. He said, "Believe it, believe almost none of what you hear, and half of what you see." And me and him just look at each other and fall out laughing.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Me
true
and
because
used to fall out laughing. I said,
that's
man,
how that's how that's how
yeah,
deep
bro.
this thing go. That's how deep this thing is. They pretty much planting
Bless you.
seeds. It's like that movie with I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio? It was called Inception. When they plant a seed so deep into your mind that you think it's your own thought, but it was planted in there. Y'all watch that movie Inception.
I like
They plant
I like the other one. I like Inception, but I like the other one when he's the crazy dude on the island and he
yeah.
keeps trying to get off and then everybody goes along with this game he's playing.
Uh-huh.
Remember when he's trying to get off the island? Was it
Yeah. I
Shutter Island?
I think I remember, yeah.
Yeah, Shutter Island. It is. I like that one because everybody's like going along with this whole game the whole time until he can remember that he's actually the prisoner in he's the crazy person that he actually looking for.
Yep.
It's one of them type of situations. But yeah, I don't want to keep you on here all night. I am so glad that you came on and kicked it with me though, because
No, I had to get off the road. I had to pull over for a minute because I didn't want to drive and talk and all that.
yeah, I'm so happy that you came on because like I said, it gives people the insight into not just the rapper or the OG star, but also
Yeah.
the man that ran for county legislature
And
and
what's the guy name that was asking the questions?
Mike McKenzie. Mike is
Mike
usually on.
McKenzie. He
Yeah,
said
Mike
that
comes on with
said
me on Wednesdays sometime.
and he said that I'm biased.
No, he didn't say you were biased. He said I understand his views, but if he is a prejudice as he sounds, nothing will change. That's what he said. He didn't say you were biased.
I'm
He
just
said you
saying,
were
how
you
can
were
a black
sounding a
man be
little
president?
prejudiced.
How can I be president speaking the truth?
And then he asked to ask him is do he have any friends that are non-black? And then when you explained your situation, he put good underneath there once you explained it. So he,
Yeah.
he understood. Yeah, he understood
Yeah.
your explanation as well. You
Well,
know.
just do the history. Read history. Read history. I know I got a hardcore delivery. He probably got his feelings in it. But at the same time, history will show you everything you need to know. That's why history is so important. And that's why they're trying to rewrite history right now, the same way they rewrote history from way back in the day. When they told us Egypt was Egypt, come to find out Egypt still don't want to admit that Africa,
I
the
can't.
Egyptians was African.
I can't hear you. You're borging a little bit. You said Egypt was what?
Now, remember in school, they said Egypt was Egypt, like Egypt was just his own. Then you get old and find Egypt in Africa, and Egyptians was black. But
Yeah.
this is how they try to they say whitewash history.
Yeah.
Just like when they got to the tombs and they got to the pyramids and they seen the drawings on the wall, they put chemicals on it to light the skin of the drawings and the hieroglyphics because the people was depicted as they were, black people.
Yeah.
Egypt is in Africa. They need to just stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they doing the same thing right now with the critical race theory, taking it out of school. They don't want slavery and history to be taught in school because they want to front and act like they somebody they not. They trying to put the mask back on. No, you can't put the mask on after you done killed millions and millions and millions of Africans. And I'm not gonna let you do it. And I'm gonna speak the truth every platform I get on because that's I have to for my ancestors. And you still ain't make that right.
Yep. They still ain't
You
make
didn't
it
give
right.
us no reparations. You talk about 400 plus years of free labor. We built this country.
But the funny part about it is that every time they try to undermine the reparations act, they make it worse and worse, right? Because at first we were the primary caretakers of the land here, in which they owe us reparations for. What they did
Yeah,
was, once we started asking for the reparations, um, they brought in some new slaves. That's when you see the Marcus Garvey people came in. That's when the Jamaicans came in and they started cultivating the land. And then when the Jamaicans started mixing with the Black Americans, the Jamaicans had to go, and then they started bringing in the Mexicans. And the Mexicans started cultivating the land for them. And that didn't work out because now the Mexicans are buying up the land, which they never intended for them to buy up the land or anything like that. They didn't expect for this thing to backfire. Now, had they just went on and paid reparations, then Black people would have homesteads all over the land, which makes them stakeholders. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And there would be no reason for them to need anybody else because they have stakeholders. But what comes with being a stakeholder is that you're able to acquire wealth. You get what
yep,
I'm saying? And
yeah,
so the thing is to never let us acquire wealth, because then we'll have the ability to leave them.
yep.
And like you said from the beginning, we have a multi-billion-dollar business just being Black. You get what I'm saying? And so they can't allow that money to leave. That's why there's all these different immigration processes going on, because they're looking for people to fill those positions that are not filling up in
Yeah, they looking
America.
for a new slave. They looking for new slaves. That's
Absolutely.
why.
And
That's
these
why they
people that are
because
running across the border are absolutely willing to be just that.
yeah, because you know why? Because the black people waking up.
Yeah.
The black people waking up, so they need a new slave race.
No, see, but Black people been awake, and they try to put us back to sleep with that Oklahoma burning in different places. You get what I'm saying? By burning down
Yep.
our Black Wall Street. That was when,
Hmm.
our put back to sleep moment was. Well, no, y'all got to go back
Yeah,
to sleep because we have been awake. We've been awakened for a long time. They just want us to be in slumber. No, this is not. And because if we give them a money, imagine them coming up with their own Wall Street and their own Amazon and their own. You understand what I'm saying? So
we gotta get back to the Black Wall Street days.
yeah, that's what
Do
I'm trying to tell
everything,
you.
do everything ourselves.
Yeah, because if we start, that's why I said I delineate, because we have those other people that come over here and they're more willing to be their slaves and disrespect us than we are to be slaves any longer. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so, that's my reason for delineating, is because I could see us getting a lot ahead a lot faster than it when we put other people on our back and try to carry them as well. I think that we ought to carry ourselves for a while, and then,
Now we definitely need to carry ourselves,
you know.
but
So
we
those
we
are,
keep
yeah,
we
those are my reasonings for, those reasons on my side. You get what I'm
we need
saying?
them we need them reparations.
Yeah, we need the
Pay
reparations.
pay what you owe because you owe a debt to the black man,
Yeah, they
woman,
do.
and child. America owes a debt. Not only America, the world,
In
because
writing. Yeah, in writing.
everybody everybody turned their backs on it. This is the worst atrocity on the face of the earth. The worst atrocity on the face of the earth.
And what we see happening as far as immigration is them saying no to reparations.
Yeah,
And so, and an insult to us, what they're doing is they're actually giving our reparations to the immigrants to come in and work for them.
yep,
You know, like
yep,
we're not giving them anything for them not to work and acquire wealth. We're not giving this to
yep,
them. You get what I'm saying? But we'll give it to you if you help us acquire our wealth again.
yeah. If you help us stay in power, we'll
Yeah,
we'll we'll,
yeah,
we'll make you rich.
yeah.
But
We'll give it to you.
you can't do nothing for your people though. That's the law of the rich and the famous.
Yeah.
We'll let you go to Africa and build a school for the people that's living in huts and shit, but you can't help the homeless people in America, the homeless blacks and the uneducated blacks in America. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's that's something different, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
something
is
different.
real though, because I always tell the boys going into basketball and football, there's always going to be a white woman over there cheering you on because that money is going back to their neighborhood.
That's right. That's right.
So she's gonna always be there cheering you on. You're gonna all of a sudden see this little pretty old girl sitting over here cheering you the fuck on out of nowhere, and somehow or another y'all gonna wind up being together because that's how it's set up for y'all to
Yeah.
get the money back.
You're
You know,
gonna
you
you're
get
gonna
what I'm
end up
saying?
marrying. You're gonna end up
Yep.
marrying her.
So that it can go back to their community because they don't shop in our community.
Oh,
You get what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah. I
Nor do
know
they
exactly what you're
participate.
saying.
Yeah, nor do they participate in our community. All that money go back to their stores, their company, their people.
Yep.
So, where there was an opportunity for you to go over there with Loquisha and try to get something and, make it happen. There's no opportunity for that anymore because they got you on the setup going in with the money,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So there's always gonna be those anytime there's a job making 26, $27 an hour, there's always gonna be a setup somewhere sitting over there next to you. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? There's gonna be a setup sitting next to you
Always, it's always gonna be a setup.
because
Always.
after you get past that $20 an hour situation, it puts you in a wealth standing middle class and beyond and beyond because you have accessible money available. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so they got to put the
Most
setup
definitely.
in play so that the money don't go back to the community. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what they've been doing for years.
Yeah, yeah. But Quan, it's almost 3 hours. I love you dearly. I'm glad that you came on. I didn't think you was gonna make it at first. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, don't make me have to jump on this phone. Like, yo.
Nah, look, I got caught in traffic. I got caught in traffic coming over to George Washington. It was like almost standstill. I was
What you
like,
up
oh
there
my,
sneaking and eating?
huh?
I see you sneaking and eating something. What you eating?
Oh, I got some jerk chicken on
Oh,
my way out of Harlem, and I got some jerk chicken.
you got a lot of nerve.
Yeah, I got some jerk chicken with some rice and peas and some cabbage.
I was down there a couple months ago. My aunt lived right there on Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was down there a couple months ago. I came back in like November, you know.
Mhm. Yep.
But I always swing through, make sure I go check on the peoples down there.
Oh, nah, you gotta check them.
Yeah, I got
Yo,
to.
that the information in the Mecca.
Yeah, I
We ain't
got
got no
to.
we ain't got no bookstores in Newburgh.
I know. I
Word.
know. I know.
You know?
That was my godchildren's father that used to run the Mecca store over there, Shamar,
Yeah.
brother Shamar.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. Yep.
yeah. Brother Shamar was my godchildren's father over there. And, Abdul used to be over there, and Malik and everybody. So always have somebody over there. See Allah.
Yeah,
Any
yeah. I had to go put in some orders. Had to punch my hours in, get my
yeah,
hours in. But on the way out, I'm gonna put in some orders, go touch bases with the peoples, let
yeah,
them know that we still working.
yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know, straight up. Like
Y-
the angels are still out here, man.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
need I need y'all out there. Like I was saying, when it come to party, I couldn't figure out why he didn't call from the neighborhood because that would have put him in a greater standing amongst some of them fellas. You know what I mean? Like he needs that sort of backup when he's out there in that sort of situation because it can
yeah,
get
because he's not really a street kid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and
Like,
it can get hairy out there. You know what I'm saying?
so he probably don't know a lot of the setups. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
he don't really know when like he'll walk into a setup. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He don't know the mannerisms and
yeah,
the body language
yeah,
of because it's a hood game. The
yeah,
hood's running
yeah,
the game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like that old bullshit with Takeoff.
Yeah. So
I was
you gotta
real
you
angry
gotta.
about that. I was real angry
Oh,
about that.
that was
That was
heartbreaking, man.
yeah, that was I was real angry about that. Was
That
some
was
real
heartbreaking, man.
sucker shit. That was sucker shit.
But Party need to come on. Party need to come on and get his army and reinvent himself.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
what I'm
telling you,
saying.
take over.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know what
saying
I'm saying?
about y'all need to get up underneath him because he's strolling it by himself and
That, he
I
don't
can
have
see
to.
no, he don't have to, but what I'm saying
That's
is
by his
I can
choice.
see the way that they trying to move around him. They ain't moving on him just yet. But I can see how they moving around him that he needs y'all around him though. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, nobody. No, listen. Nobody won't do shit to that nigga if I'm around.
I know.
Straight up.
I know.
I make sure that I jump on one of them niggas' heads.
I know.
Straight like that.
Well,
And I watch.
your presence alone would make them back up. Just your presence alone.
Yeah, because they know somebody gonna die at the end of the day
Yeah, they
if you
know.
violate. We got lines over here. If you cross them, it's nothing else to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
so
why I
so
know that y'all need to be over there with him because I know for me, I just feel like he's safer with y'all there than without y'all there.
yeah,
You know?
that's of course. And he's fam. I don't even know
Yeah.
what's going on with him. Like, you know, straight up. Like cut nothing keep me away from mine. Give a fuck how much money or lack of. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm going straight to the OGs if I popped. You know what I'm saying? That's like me
Yeah,
popping right
absolutely.
now. I'm going to my OGs. Nigga, fuck you
Yeah.
talking about?
That's why I sent my son to y'all.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like Boris, go over there and get up underneath Jay and them, let him know I
Because
sent you.
because we not gonna let nothing happen. We
Yeah.
gonna block. We gonna block 90% of the bullshit coming your way, my G.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? And we gonna handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times niggas can handle shit without you even knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
not even gonna stress you about the shit. We
Yeah.
gonna just handle it. If we see it, we gonna handle it. You ain't even gotta know about it.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that, it's safer for him to be with y'all than without
Yeah,
y'all out
you
there.
know.
You know what I'm
But
saying? So,
his brother always show love though. Jonathan the
yeah,
real dude. He always show love. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, and it is what it is, man. Maybe in the future here come and like it ain't like motherfuckers need them. Like we don't need no money. We
yeah,
don't want
I
your
know,
money, my nigga.
I know, I
We don't
know,
want your money, my nigga. Like, yo, we just want to get in the game. Get us in the game, son.
yeah,
Because I think I take the game. If niggas let me in, I'm gonna take the game. That's how I'm feeling right now.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm in my
Well,
prime. I'm in my
well, I'm
prime.
telling you, I was definitely on Mike's side for them Grammys because Mike had one of the baddest albums, Killer Mike.
Oh,
And
Killer Mike got the
man,
best album of the
man, Mike,
motherfucking
what
year.
I'm telling you, Mike got one of the
Michael,
baddest albums. Killer
Michael
Mike
is the
got one of the
best
baddest
album.
albums for real.
Listen, Michael is the best album out this year.
Yeah,
Killer Mike got number one. If he didn't
yeah,
get number one, they robbed him.
yeah. Killer Mike was like
Michael is the
I love
best
I love
album.
me a Nicki Minaj because she just whatever the
Nah,
fuck whoever the fuck real quick.
Michael,
But Mike had a bad album though. I'm
Michael
telling you, Mike had a
is the
bad
best
album.
album out this year.
Yeah,
Killer Mike, I'm telling you.
I
I
like
listened
that
to
one.
that thing.
My
I
mama
listened to that
dead.
thing
My
about 10
grandmama
times.
dead. I love that
Yeah.
song.
I listened to
Yeah,
that album about 10 times. I said, yeah, he got it. He number
yeah,
one right now.
yeah.
Killer
Mike,
Midnight.
Mike, yeah. Mike had a bad album, and
Yeah.
people think that that's just a fluke, but you got to listen to his joint. His joint is fly. The whole album is fly.
The whole joint.
Yeah, Mike is
I'm talking
fly.
about I didn't
Yeah,
skip one track. I listened from the beginning to the
yeah,
end. All fire.
yeah,
I said, see, this is his reasonable doubt. That's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
Illmatic.
absolutely. Yeah, that's his Illmatic. Yep, that absolutely. Because his album
That
is
Michael,
crazy. Yeah,
that album Michael,
Killer Mike
he,
deserved that.
he
Yeah,
made
he
a he
did.
got that's his classic album.
Yeah, he deserved that. He
Hell
really
yeah.
did. So those are the things that I could see happening for y'all as you go along. You know what I mean? Like I could see that from OG Star going along. And if there's anything that we can do at Blast Radio to help you guys push forward, just let me know. Get in contact with me and we'll do
Listen,
that.
Blast Radio, as long as y'all stay uncensored and let people come here and spit the truth, listen, y'all gonna win.
Well, this
You
is
know
my
what I'm saying?
show. Blast is my accompaniment. But this my show you spitting the truth on, so as long as I'm still here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like because right now the truth is under attack.
Yeah,
Like people are getting penalized and canceled for telling the truth.
yeah,
And people are being called names and people are being judged for telling the truth. Like don't call me a name or put no labels on me for telling the truth. You could go read this yourself. It's in the history books.
yeah.
It's on the news. And day by day, even more truth is coming out.
Remember that movie with Michael? What's his name? The one that played Rocky on Rocky, Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah,
and
Michael
they
B. Jordan.
they had burned all the books and stuff every time he
Yeah,
had. Yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of that
They,
same
they've been
situation.
they've been doing it. They've been doing it for years. They've
Yeah,
been doing it for years. Only now is we got the internet and social media, and the internet is alive. AI is alive, and the information is being put out there. They didn't want this information out there. See, the internet is a gift and a curse for them
yeah,
because
yeah.
they didn't anticipate all this information being released and for us to be having all this access to this information. So
No,
now,
what it is that they didn't want them lies uncovered to their children.
exactly, they like Tom Hanks had a video. He was like he was mad. Tom Hanks. Everybody loved Tom Hanks. So he came on there. He was like, I can't believe this system. He said in school. He said I never learned about Tulsa, Oklahoma,
He
Black
had
Wall
no
Street.
idea. He had no idea.
He said, and then he went and explained it that it was after slavery. Black people got their own community, built it up, had their own everything, and then how the whites came and sharecropper planes dropping dynamite on the town, killing people. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
Hmm.
we didn't learn this in school. So, so you got to realize they're being miseducated and kept in the dark, just like we are,
Well, that's
because
in order to contain their wealth.
A lot of Europeans don't know. Like a lot of the average white people,
Yeah,
they don't know the history.
yeah. That's so that they can help contain the wealth. Because if you let them know that, then a lot of times you grow a sympathy inside of them that they don't want
Yeah,
there. You get what
that's
I'm
what they don't
saying?
want their kids. They don't want their
Yeah,
kids having that guilty complex
yeah,
and that sympathy.
yeah,
That's why they trying to get rid of the critical race theory in the curriculum in the schools, in the public schools,
yeah.
because they know. Listen, any minded person, and today the new generation of Europeans, the white folks, they not with that bullshit that they forefathers was on. They not racist like the old time white people.
No,
You
but
know what I'm
the
saying?
funny part about it though is that those people are still alive. People think that those very racist white people are dead. They're still alive.
Listen, they your doctors, they your
Yeah,
lawyers, they your
yeah, they still
judges.
alive. Yeah, they still
Yeah, they
alive.
still alive. But I'm
They're
talking about
just
like the
now they're just now dying out. And what's happening is that as they're dying out, they're trying to keep their children in their footsteps so that the wealth can continue in their name going
Exactly.
along. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And they trying to block them from getting that information, what they
Yeah.
did to get that wealth.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because a lot of white folks think, oh, we just set up businesses and we grinded it out. They don't know that no, you stole, robbed, killed, and did everything else to get this position. And then you give us a book talk about don't kill and don't steal.
Mm-hmm.
After you killed and steal from everybody. You
Yep.
promise
From
you
everybody.
and then you give us the book, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. After you done stole everything and killed everybody.
And taught me how to do it too.
Yeah. And they taught us how to kill. No, they taught us how to kill each other.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about and taught me how to do it too. And then you give me a
Yeah.
book saying they should thou shall not kill.
That's crazy.
They they're saying they shall not. They're not saying me. This book don't apply to me. Because when they give them the book, it don't apply to them. It apply to
Yeah.
you. It apply to me.
Yeah. So that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's why
don't.
I say. That's why they say. That's why the people. A lot of people don't even believe in karma no more because they was like, damn, like the bad guys winning.
Yeah.
Where is this? Where's the karma at?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
talking about
coming.
for killing millions and millions of people, raping babies, killing babies, raping grandmothers.
The
They
karma
raping
is
your
now. They're getting their karma right now. You seeing their karma right now. When you see them going through all this and you see them all in the panic and when you see them break into the White House, that's because their karma is right now. You get what I'm saying? They trying to escape the karma by causing something else to go down. But that's their karma is right now and they're trying to escape it. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, and they trying
And
to dodge it.
there's no escaping it.
I
Unfortunately,
think
there's no
I
escaping it.
think I think the only reason why then karma didn't hit them in full force is because they up under us. They
Yeah,
they they got the grace of God on them.
yeah, they got
I ain't
that
talking
that
about
they
and
got
I
that
ain't talking about the
anointing
mystery.
over them. Yeah, they got
I ain't
that.
talking about the mystery. That's
Yeah, they
why they
got
stay
that.
up under us so much.
Yeah, they got that
Because
blessing, that covering.
we exactly we
Uh-huh.
blessing them by
Uh-huh.
even being in America
Well, that's what
and
I was
being
saying to you about the delineation part when it
yeah.
comes to me about delineating from the other people because we've been covering a lot of people, but it don't seem like nobody covers our asses when it's time.
Nah, like what's going on in Israel right now with the Palestinians and all that, and they want us to send money over there to help them out. And I'm like, wow. And all these Europeans coming and they talking and they was like, yeah, we should send money to them out of the budget and do this and do that. But at the same time, where was that energy at when we was in a situation?
It's never coming back to us like that.
Why didn't y'all step up and say that when we was going through
It's
what we
never
was going
it's
through?
never coming back to us like that. It's
Why
never.
why why didn't y'all step up and start sending us money and get this devil off our backs? Get this maniac from whipping and beating us
It's
and,
never
and,
gonna come
and,
back
and,
like
and
that.
raping our daughters and raping our wives and raping us. They ain't even breaking the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like this savage was where was all that energy at when we was going through what we was going through?
Yeah, it's never gonna return like that. That's why
That's what I'm saying. Like
I
so
claim delineation because I know it's never going to return back. That energy that we have given out to the world in order to make the world of the diaspora safe underneath us, under our cover, is never given back to us when it's time. It's
never,
always,
never.
so I don't have that as far. I feel like we need to cover our own self for a minute and, get down to the root of us and we's and all, and then work outward after we do we's and all first. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, and then outward, because what we're doing is we're throwing money to the wind at this point to people who are saying thank you for your money, but we don't like you like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So we gotta help ourselves.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It was a good conversation.
I'm glad that
Good,
you
good.
came on, man. I'm going to. I don't know if you want to if you add your information on where we can find your music and stuff. I'll make sure that I
OG Star. All you gotta do is Google it.
OG Star on all platforms, right?
Yep. OG Star.
And any upcoming projects other than the documentary.
Yeah, I got a mixtape coming out. I got an album coming out. I got a couple. I'm putting a couple artists out. You know, we got the label. It just we back active. We back out here. You know what I mean?
And where can they find you at if someone wants to make music with you or produce something with you? Or where can they find you at? What's your best page to be found on?
What IG, the real OG Star, or Facebook, OG Star and the Sound Guards.
Okay. All right. OG God and the Sound Gods, OG
Yeah,
Star and the Sound Gods,
yep,
and IG the real OG Star.
yep.
Man, I'm so happy that you came on. Like, this has been such a great conversation. And Mike stayed up with us almost until a little while ago. And then, they got other shows that come on during this time.
Okay,
So I'm quite sure that they're on the other shows. They got some other shows that come on right about now. And one of them is a freaky channel. So
oh
they got
yeah,
one, yeah, they got one of the homegirls over there doing the freaky channel right about now. So everybody might be over there on her channel right this minute.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit,
Cause she do the talk to me dirty channel.
but
And
shit. After 12,
after
there's a time
dark.
and a place. There's a time and a place for everything. Yeah.
That's right. So she over there after dark. Y'all could check in with her at blast music247.com. I am the ultimate DJ music review and more talk show
Yeah.
on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, Twitter,
Nice.
and soon the podcast will also be on SoundCloud or one of those stations. It'll be on station one of the station heads, so that you can also get the replay on that. That's why I always suggest that you guys plug your music or whatever that you're doing, is because you're not just playing on this channel, but you're also playing on 3 or 4 other channels at the same time. So there's not just my people looking, there's people all over the
Yeah.
place looking
Yeah.
from
Definitely.
you get what I'm saying? So when you
Yep.
want to plug your music, Blast Radio 247.com or blastmusic247.com, you can also register and subscribe to their channel, so that you know
Okay.
it gives them an opportunity to showcase your music just like it would mine.
Okay.
But I thank you, sweetie pie, honey bunch dumpling. And
Okay.
you said it was my imagination, right? I was
Huh?
about to say, so the handsome black man with these stunning eyes that I'm looking at, this is not you.
I don't know. It might be. It might not be.
Look at them old nice eyes. You better go ahead with your nice eyes.
Thank you.
What
Appreciate it.
what parents call that? They call them old dreamy bedroom eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that old bullshit. You better go ahead. And then dreamy bedroom eyes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You better grab and hold the people's heart with them eyes. You better go ahead.
Yeah. Woo. Woman.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
better go ahead. Yeah, make sure that you take care of yourself, and I'm
Yeah.
glad you are right up
Likewise.
there. And yes, I'm
Yeah.
glad
We
you are right
we
up there.
we we still shaking and moving. We made it out. The biggest thing, we made it out the game. We don't need the
Yeah,
streets. We don't need the streets to survive no more.
yeah,
So that puts us at a harm way. That's half the battle. And
yeah,
trying to help other guys and other youths after prison after the game, so they won't go back. 'Cause, yo, all the youths is like in and out, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
in and out of prison. It's like they can't get out the game, and that's what we trying to do, and trying to put a device in place, a mechanism in place to catch the brothers and the sisters coming home trying to rebuild their life. But it's so hard working with this city, man. It's so hard. It's like they don't get it, you know.
Well,
But
if you guys have your 50C3 set up, I have a prison redirect program that I could send your way.
yeah, but that'll be good. Like all 501(c) coming
Yeah.
because me and Hazel, all 501(c), we let that go. After Hazel died, I didn't even, I was done. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
I just threw you the alley oop. Like, if y'all guys got your 501(c)(3), I got a prison redirect program. It's
yeah,
called
but see,
it's
we
called the
we don't.
tunnel. It's called the tunnel program, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah,
you help the prisoners tunnel directly from that prison system into, see, because what happens, even as you go along with the military, it's the same as prison. A lot of
yeah,
times when you don't become unprogrammed, see, you go in there, you become programmed,
yep,
but there has to be a unprogramming once you come back home. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
for the military and that's for the prison system, because when you don't reprogram them, they become whatever that was programmed into them. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
And so,
And our thing was like economic development.
yeah,
You
redirect.
know, we have to get jobs for these
You gotta
people
do a redirect on them first, and you get what I'm saying?
because the jobs is gonna give them the luxury to focus to redirect
No,
because
because if you don't take their mind out, we had a conversation a year ago, some years ago, right? And I believe that was me and you going at it. And I said to you, I don't know how, y'all giving this lawyer back your money. I ain't giving him a dime. I ain't finna give him a fucking dime. He ain't been getting near a dime of my
yeah,
money. Remember this conversation? I said, because I ain't been through near fucking day fucking with these people, not near a day fucking with none of these people. And you said I wasn't gonna stop. You remember that
yeah,
conversation? See,
yeah. I
that's what I'm
was
saying, because that's then the reprogramming puts you in a different level. You get what I'm saying? Of now, you ain't ever got to.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
But
some of them
I
don't
know,
be
I know when,
reprogrammed that way. They be still programmed once they come out thinking that they still got to. And then when
yeah.
they back and come back, they think that they still got to. You get what I'm saying? So it has to
But
be.
a lot of them do have to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them do have to because a lot of them come home to nothing.
Yeah,
They put them in these, they put them in these bullshit halfway houses. Really, these buildings, these condemned buildings, and they just leave them there. And then parole be like, yo, you got to go through these programs. You can't work. So
yeah,
it leaves them starving, and they tell them go to the pantry,
yeah,
go to the soup kitchen.
yeah,
Like when I came home, I said, crazy, you out of your mind. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I had a little support system
That's what I'm saying
where I
about the
didn't have to do all that.
the
But
re the
I'm at that,
redirect. Redirect.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You
yeah,
have to have
and,
a redirect.
and yeah, and that gave me the opportunity so I could redirect my mind. Because
Yeah,
if it wasn't for that, cash rules. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So that's what me and Hazel came up with the shit. We gotta, yo, the most important thing coming out of prison is employment. You have to get a job and start getting money fast as possible, because that'll take the stress off your mind, so you could retrain your mind, retrain your brain. Because when you come out of prison and try, okay, yeah, I'm gonna change this, change that. Yeah, your mind be changed until your fucking stomach start growling, and then you hungry. You sitting in these programs with your stomach growling. Then you like, you know what? Fuck these people. I'm out of here.
See what the
You know
what
what
the
I'm saying?
what the
But if
redirect
you had a
program
job,
does.
yeah,
What the redirect program does is it actually redirects that whole thought pattern. That's what I'm trying to tell you about. They need a prison redirect program because it redirects that whole thought process. Like, nah, bro, you don't need to go do none of that stuff right there, because that stuff right there gonna get you in trouble. But what I can do over here is I got a bag for you of my own stuff that I'm gonna feed you right, because all that stuff is already sitting here available for you over here in this
yeah. Now
program.
see,
But
now if
I
you got a
need for
program like
you,
that,
but I need for you to help me help you by listening to what I'm saying. This right here, make this work for you for now, and then what we're gonna do in the process of this, and that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a redirect
yeah,
program
yeah,
in order
yeah,
for them to be able to make it redirect that whole thought pattern, that whole process. Because I know what it's like to be hungry. I'm telling you, when I ran up out of there after I left y'all that day and I moved, um, it was a little old man who stopped me from
uh huh,
coming back to my old ways. And the only way that he could stop me, right? Because I was in my shit real bad. I was in my shit because I'm not used to having a certain amount of less money. I'm used to having this amount of money in my pocket at all times since I was 12.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? And because I'm used to having this amount of money, when I'm without that type of money, I'm uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? And so I
yep,
got down there
yep,
and I was uncomfortable trying to change my life. I was uncomfortable. And my
yep,
kids, my kids wasn't used to not having.
yep,
You get what I'm saying? So there was a level of uncomfortability going on that made me spin back around. And I'm saying what I'm about to go do. And this old man stopped me. And how he stopped me was he threatened my children.
mm,
He said, if you go up there to New York and you do anything that's out of character that you ain't supposed to be doing, I'm going to call the cops while you gone and have them take your children.
wow,
He threatened my children. That's what made me get my mind right, because I hadn't realized in my own head what type of danger I was putting my own children in.
yeah,
By being this way mentally, thinking that I'm getting them what they need. You get what I'm saying?
yep,
That I was putting them in more harm's way by giving them the things that I thought in the way that I knew to give it to them. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I had to redirect my whole line of thinking of like, nah, because and as he threatened my children, I threatened his life.
yeah. That's what I was about to say.
You get what I'm saying? When he threatened my children, I threatened his life. And then I knew that I was really far gone, because he telling you what's right, and you angry with him telling you what's right, and in order to make you angrier with him, he threatening what you love the most.
Yep,
You get what I'm saying? And that made
uh
me
huh,
threaten what he loved the most, and that was his life. You get what I'm saying?
yep,
Like, don't play with me like that, because that's going to get you hurt. Like, playing like that is going to get you hurt playing with me. You understand? But what it did instead was to snap me back into reality. Like, you know what? It shouldn't even be like this. Like, I shouldn't even be on this mentally like this with him, because what he's saying to me is correct. And what you're saying is you doing more damage to the kids if you do that than if you don't. Like,
yeah,
suffer it out a little bit and watch how it turn out.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I did. And then I moved back home and wind up doing all the stuff that I did there, as my recompense for what I didn't do. You get what I'm saying?
yep,
So I feel like that's how all things come back in a circle, is because I didn't do some things. I had made a promise. Somebody made me stick to that promise. And when he made me stick to that promise, I became, all these different things when I came back to New York, because I wasn't the same as I was when I left. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, I'm gonna let you get off this line because we 3.5 hours in. I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
I love you with all my heart. You know that.
Thank you. I love you too.
Yeah,
Wow. It
dearly,
was a good one.
dearly. Yeah, tell Rex I'm waiting on him too. Tell Rex I'm waiting on him so we can kick it and talk business. This was the hip hop rundown show featuring OG Star. And I just want to say thank you again for coming in and kicking
All
it with
right.
me, and let's do it again sometime. Whenever y'all wanna, you know,
Definitely.
whenever y'all
Definitely.
want to do something, let me know and we'll put it on the schedule and we'll just go for it, okay?
All right.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
All right.
All
Much
right.
love to you. I'm glad that you came and I thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Peace
Appreciate
and
it.
blessings.
Peace.
Oh man, that was all right. I didn't think it was gonna go that long, y'all. But amazing information coming from a young man who has not only surpassed his own dimensions, but the dimensions of what the world always think that you're supposed to be once you come out of certain situations or certain areas. So I'm just glad to have him being able to talk to y'all and kick it and go through all, the step-by-step processes of, how he makes it through life and how um he turned his life around after being subject to prison and all that. And, he did run for, like I said, county legislature, and he almost won too. Like he said, he was only 25 or 30 points behind. So that should tell y'all something going for the gusto when you come out of prison. Know that there's something else for you out here, and that it's not just, it's not just an empty street ahead. And yes, there's a redirect out here for you guys where everything can be redirected to whatever you want to do. There's nothing that you cannot do. And I am your host, Miss Tosh B, on the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show, and Blast Music 247, Blast Radio 247, and Blast 247.com. You can find all our information there and some of the other people. And, I just thank you guys for giving us this opportunity. Make sure to join us next week. We have a young lady coming in. I think Ricky. Either we have either Blast Radio, one of the Blast Radio people coming in to interview, or we have Ricky Allman coming in. One of the two out of the two. That's who you guys will see next week. I'll see you next week. Join us for another ride around the block, around the area, up the street and back. And I'll see you then. All right, peace.
Fresh, guess I was freezed up, fresh out of the deeper. Freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, the motion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up, fresh out of the deeper. Freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speaker.